Hey, Reggie.
Zach, let me give you the price list real fast. The rest of you guys, sorry for a little delay here. We'll go through these real fast. You guys got all the money in the world right now, so this is just a matter of marking off money.
Yeah, I have to mark off mine. How much did we get per person? Do you remember? Everyone remembers?
Oh gosh, it's been a while.
It's been a long time. It should, if it's not in.
Oh, I
You guys
have
don't
it.
have like
I
a.
have mine. I wrote it down.
You
I'm
should
just
have it
silly.
all written down because as this group, you guys never got like a party loot thing
Yeah,
together.
I
You
wrote it
guys,
down in my OneNote.
everyone has
I
their
have
own
it here.
personal stuff.
I have a ton of platinum, so like.
Okay, so as a quick reference here, let me get you scrolls. Okay, so it gets pretty crazy. The cost of spell scrolls. For reference, a first level spell scroll, now that you're friends with all these people here, will cost you 50 gold. Second level spell scroll is 100. Third level is 300. And then it gets crazy. Fourth level is 1.5 thousand. Fifth level is 4.5 thousand. Sixth level is 12,000 gold.
Holy.
Seventh level goes up to 18,000 gold. Eighth level is 35,000 gold. And ninth level is 250,000 gold.
I need to
So
write
ninth
this down.
level is insane. I will just type these at you real
Okay,
fast.
perfect. Thank you. So if I already have it in, because part of this, if you see, is I'm copying it from my previous spell book into my new spell book.
Mm-hmm.
What would that cost?
Just the materials, like the hours and the materials that it usually takes
Gotcha.
to just copy paste a spell.
So and then because I can make my own ink up to a certain level,
Yeah.
so it's just really the paper.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just marking off the money it would cost, and that I will have to. I'll rely on you to just know like it's like the level of the spell times 50 gold, right, per spell level, because
Right.
you don't
That's
have
what I
like a
thought. It was something like that.
specialization of a wizardry that makes it less.
Right. Okay. So I'll. It's mainly the scrolls I need help with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like 3 items that I wanted to buy. So
Easy enough. I'm adding all of these. Yeah, spell scrolls get insanely high in price, but they're sort of like free spell casting. Anyone can use a scroll and cast a. Well, not everyone can use a scroll and cast a 9th level spell, but yes, it's. All right, there you go. Those are the prices of spell scrolls you can buy. Yeah, it gets
great.
exponentially more in.
Okay, good to know. I will mark down that gold.
Yeah.
I will
All
figure
right,
it out.
cool.
I'll do the
And
math.
I will. You don't need to do this right now. It cost me calculate that out. So, yep, sounds good. And then what magic items?
I put them here. I wanted to do studded leather armor +1, the Cloak of
Oh, you did?
Displacement, which is a rare magic item, and then some just new adventuring clothes to match the new outfit because she's going to be styling.
New fit. Okay. Cool. Here, and you want to sell your? We discussed
Yeah.
before what to. You can just sell those, mark the money on, remove those items from your list. Done. And let's see here. Studded leather +1. Studded leather +1 will cost you 3,500 gold. I'll type these out
Okay.
as well.
Thanks.
Yeah, I had to put that radiant armor. I had to put that away because I can't wear it because we only have 3 attunement slots.
Yeah, you're getting another one next level.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well,
I have it in my bag of holding.
That's exactly because I got rid of Hunter's coat, so I need like some kind of armor.
Yeah, I put mine. I mean, because I wanted. That's why I went down in my AC by 1. But it was like that staff. How can I say no to that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny enough, if you're greedy for attunement slots, there's a feat now from the Tal'Dorei guide that gives you an extra attunement slot.
Yes, there is. Absolutely.
Really?
If you want even more. Okay. And
I finally photoshopped that to the color that I wanted. It took me quite a long time, but
hell yes. Zach, I included a +2 studded leather in there if you are interested, because I know you guys are loaded.
Oh,
there you go. Those are
interesting.
the
Okay,
prices. Studded leather +1 is 3,500. +2 is 12,000 gold.
Okay,
and a cloak of displacement is 5,000.
Okay, great. And then
keep in mind, armor is not attunement. All of these +1 armors, they're just the thing you throw on yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. That's what I
If you wanted it to have like a resistance effect to some type of damage, there would be an additional price on top of that.
Yeah.
For example, you could get a +1 studded leather that is also resistant to fire for 12,000 gold. Or you can get a +2 studded leather for 12,000.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. And then out of curiosity, the last thing, I'll do the math on
Absolutely
this.
not.
The last thing was, I was just curious because I do have now the poisoner feat. I was curious if there's any like poisons to buy.
Absolutely. Let's see here. You have Wacko is a friend here. She can
And I mentioned like potentially through Wacko or potentially through the army or the spy network or something.
Just like, I put this on my weapon and it does a little bit of damage, annoys enemies, maybe poisons them every once in a while? Or is it like, I put this on my weapon and I nick someone and they vomit their entrails instantly? Like, what kind of how intense of a poison are you looking for?
So with the poisoner, I can make my own poison.
Yeah.
With that does the 2d8.
The basic one.
The basic one. And so that's great. So I'm just looking for something that's either like more powerful or something that like, or something that does like debuffing, kind of like what you're talking about. I just like want some options.
Yeah. Okay. So biggest option you can get here, and you can probably get 5 of these throughout the year, each costing 2,000 gold pieces, is of course the purple worm poison. Purple worm poison is the big scary one. 2,000 gold. You put it on a singular arrow or a singular weapon attack or of any kind, right? If someone takes damage from it, they got to make a DC 21 con save or take 10d6 poison damage. The most devastating, dangerous poison out there, right?
I had that in my old game on Roxy. I had that. We found one. Yeah.
Next one down is Wyvern poison. That one is 1,200 gold in comparison to the 2,000 for the purple worm. This is Wyvern poison, and it does 7d6 poison damage. Right? Still good amount, still great amount. It's all these are injury poisons. You just stab people with them, and they just make con saves. Although this one is a DC 14, right? The other one was DC 21 in comparison.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Purple worm is like the scariest thing. Okay. And then other than that, there are some other poisons. Let's see, another injury poison. You can always go with the default drow poison, which is an injury poison that just says they make a DC 13 con save or become a poison for 1 hour. If they fail by 5 or more, they go unconscious instead. It's like a knockout poison, right? And then let's add another one in here, just another injury if we have. And yeah, there's like the lowest, the least powerful one, which is the Serpent Venom, which is a DC 11 poison, and people take 3d6 poison damage when you damage them. This one is entirely obsolete now that you have your Poisoner feats. Those are the main like damaging ones. There is one that might be interesting to you called Truth Serum. You sprinkle it in someone's drink. It's an ingested kind of poison. They have to like swallow it or eat it. And then they become poison for an hour and they can't knowingly lie, kind of like the Zone of Truth spell.
Oh, amazing. How much is that one?
200 gold. And you can get 5 of these throughout the year.
Okay.
Or you could have just got the Garlic of Truth.
You could have.
I got a Garlic of Truth. I never ate it, but the thing is, it lost its power once you lost.
My bad. I was just trying to save this man's soul. He was so depressed.
Excellent. So go ahead and mark down 5 of these truth serums then, and you tell me how much you want to spend on either Wyvern or Purple Worm stuff.
I'm gonna have to
1.2K.
I'm gonna buy as much as I possibly can. But I just gotta do the math on the rest of the stuff. So
gotcha.
I believe that's what it is.
Dang, I spent a lot of. I didn't spend a lot of shit. Like
remind me, platinum is
10 gold.
0,
just
10 gold.
Add 1 0 to gold.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. It's always confusing to me. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I'm going to be in that zone for a bit.
It is exactly 50 Electrum, just for reference.
Oh my god! Don't you dare!
All right. Let's relax. All right. So there we go. I think we're done shopping and all of that. Unless someone else wanted to spend some coin, spend some cash over the year here.
No,
any other magical purchases or anything?
I did mine and I added the math and I already did it. You told me I had all those items. I took the money out. That's it.
Sounds good. Yep. Gotcha. Excellent. Jess, one final thing for you for Alcina here.
I didn't do it.
At any point, because you are a traveling merchant, right? This is your whole deal. You go around collecting artifacts and magic items. I will say at any point, if the party is like, man, if we only had this kind of magic item, I will say you have this unique ability that you might have acquired an item that would be super useful in a situation. I will say in any situation, you can roll me a D100, and on a high enough roll, you can like pull out this item out of your backpack. Any uncommon level magical item. You're like, man, if we only had an immovable rod, and I say like, go ahead and roll a D100 on an 81 or above, you just have one in your backpack, right? But it's like all of these items are kind of going to be like artificer style items. They're like kind of faulty. They're like one-time use, and by the next day they're like gone, right? Just like a thing for the situation, right? You have a bunch of these that are like, well, I'm not going to sell these. They're faulty, but I might be able to use them.
It's my like bargain bin, like
exactly. This is super high sale. This is 80% off, right? Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Okay, I just want to point out the DM just gave me hammer space as an ability.
Limited, but still, hey, this is what Alcina's been about and working for. Like all these months, we haven't seen her. So yeah. All right. So that said, I think we're all done preparing. I think we're done with this. Oh, Zach, do you want to show your friends?
Oh, sure.
Does Alondra want to show her new spell or save it for a special moment?
I mean, she gloats about everything, you know. You don't gotta just, you know.
Absolutely. Go ahead and show off that new magical incantation. Because you got a high enough level, it is not going to be a 5th. Instead, this is a 4th level spell that basically functions as a beefed up aura of power. Or power, what is it called? Magic aura? Power aura?
Circle of Power.
Circle of Power with some additional effects here. It'll be able to grant everyone nearby ability to sort of fight off spells with great ease, as well as gives a little bit of AC to everyone around it. And then on top of that, Alondra can sort of absorb some spells thrown at her way, as well as possibly sort of retaliate with some spells over. This basically makes her like an anti-magic specialist, right? This big old spell. Alondra's astonishing aura doesn't have too many like offensive capabilities, but that's fine. Alondra's got plenty offensive spells to go about. All right, and there you go. Yes, this is mainly a spell that will protect you guys should you ever come into contact with the red mist. So this mysterious thing we keep hearing about from many sources now. So, if everyone's good and ready to go, mark down those inspirations and let us start where we last left off.
In hell.
Hell! So, yes, previously on our adventure, yesterday, we got to finish Zoria's sort of arc and story. Zoria got to confront previous Sky Spear, Cinna, and though some magic was required, we learned that she betrayed her people. What she believed to be right. She has sacrificed many of her people and sent away even more so that would oppose her rule and see her wrongdoings. By working with the children of malice, sacrificing some to save the whole, or so she said. She was punished for her crimes through the sort of the tribe demanded, the Dolarav demanded her death, and the new Sky Spear, Zoria, granted them that justice. We, that evening, had a conversation, and a realization befell us here where Zoria is going to be leaving. She's no longer going to be staying with us. She has a duty now to her people. She remained with the Dolarav as their leader as the party said their goodbyes. We then went on back to Rasona. Odo had his downtime, and he spoke with the revived Captain Iluvare, who offered him a place by her side for eternity should he choose to become consecuted. He said he's going to think about it, but eventually he might say yes, depending. Now, she was a little suspicious of how everything sort of went down while she was away. She had some weird suspicions about like how it all happened, but it seems that she's going to be pushing towards offensive actions now that they no longer have to focus on an enemy with a dagger in their backs. We then met a strange-looking, strange individual, this beautiful elven merchant who just sort of showed up to our house. And little by little, Ayla first and the rest, we were able to figure out this is, in fact, not someone called Lady Caraves Ossere, but instead this affluent merchant that has been living in the gardens of Persona, instead is our friend Alcina, individual who has helped us before, originally helping us find the location of Doomeran, and sort of a wasteland traveler, gatherer of arcane artifacts and all kinds of magical goodies. Apparently now working as a, just sort of merchant here in the city. We got to spend some time together before meeting with Varin and Gron, as well as some of these sort of like Luxonite paladins, with whom we are about to travel to hell with. So, as the flaming portal rips open in front of us, as the Telemagi grant the Telemancy Stone to Varin that will take us back in 8 hours of time. Many divination spells were cast, and preparations for taking down this gore trush, the Pit Fiend, have been prepared. We all step on into the flaming realms of Phlegethos. So, as we move through the arcane gate here, we see beyond here the heart of flame, the flame of Bator, the 9 hells, and as we sort of step on through immediately, intense heat befalls us. Waves of magma that roll across the distance, the scorching winds that toil, dragging torturously across these what seem to be mostly barren wastelands. Here, scorch away at both your bodies and your sanity. This plane was made to exist to burn. It is, in odd ways, for those of you who are proficient in history, seemingly kind of similar, if not identical, to many descriptions you've gotten of the elemental plane of fire, but in sort of stark difference. You can see far off, mountains, volcanoes that rise, and from them you see Titanic-sized figures, some demigods or figures of great divine importance throughout the history of our universe, torturously trying to pull themselves out of these volcanoes, ever burning at their flesh, melting away, torturously, painfully, punishing them for their deeds as they are dragged back to the calderas of these flaming volcanoes. Their screams can faintly be heard, but in a place like this, screams is all you can hear. Thousands upon thousands of condemned, lost souls burning away in Phlegethos, place that is hotter than a heart of a volcano. You see up ahead a bleak landscape featuring gouting fires, hills of ash, pits of smoking dung, and these gigantic volcanoes underneath a dark, starless void that would be its sky. Far, far above, you can see, and I'm talking like multiple dozens of miles above, you can see through the bleak sky some land. It's almost like an island floating above. You guys would almost immediately realize that thing above you, those of you at least proficient in religion, which I know we have a few individuals here, they're
here.
above you. Oh, sorry.
Oh no,
Yes.
yep.
Yes. Those of you proficient in religion, looking above, can see the underside of the third plane of hell. We are currently on the fourth level, Phlegethos, the realm of fire. And above us currently, we can kind of barely see it through the clouds, is the third one, called Mineros, the nine hell known as the Endless Bog, the place of greed, of gluttony and desire, of sickness and despair, a swamp of putrid mud and acid. Not a pleasant place either, but compared to the heat here, you might just wish to change places. As a very obviously hellish display of what we're looking at here in the art Wildemount, here's a little appearance of what you're looking at, right? Nearby, you see dozens of imps, these sort of scaly, kind of winged little devilish creatures that just sort of cackle to themselves before flying off and away, fleeing from you. One of the Luxon paladins quickly kind of banishing them and destroying them. You see Varen kind of look to you all as the portal behind you closes. He stares on out across this land, a look of determination on his face. He stares on out and says, we've made it. He holds out the portal stone, the telemancy stone. He says, this here is our free ticket out. In 8 hours exactly, within our realm, and hopefully this one too. This magical item will activate. A portal will open, and all those nearby I encourage to leap on through. Should our quest be complete, that is a no-brainer. But should we run into difficulties, complications, we can elect not to go through. Like I mentioned last time, if we stay here, if we decide to stay and finish the mission, the exit strategy becomes a lot more complicated. So we will have to figure our way out. He looks amongst everyone. He says, as I've disclosed to the rest of these paladins of Luxon that have bravely come with us here, you see these like 10 armored in different ways, like paladins, symbols of the Luxon of the light on them. They sort of nod their heads. He says, we are going to be trying to destroy one called Gortrush, the Despoiler, a retired pit fiend general in the armies of a powerful archdevil called Fierna, the archdevil that rules this realm. You see, this Gortrush has served his days in his eternal war, and is apparently going to be moving again into service. He was a diabolist and some sort of a high politician within the courts of Hells. However, due to some sort of a issue, as some of the legend lore spells revealed to us, he's going to be moved to Avernus, the first level of hell. He's currently in a process of travel. He's going to be staying close to a location called the Abrimach, also known as the Mount of the Living Flames, of Leaping Flames, sorry. While he's there, stationed with a small contingent of his fiendish troops, that is our time to strike. After this, he will move to Avernus above us, and he might be a lot more difficult to target. That is where we are heading. He looks to everyone, says, any questions?
Is there hazard pay?
He sort of narrows his eyes, and you see some of these paladins look over, kind of like offended, like, how could you ask that? This is a holy mission, right? And you see Varen say, unfortunately, I don't believe we had time to discuss any mercenary work before you left in here into the hells with us. This, I'm afraid, Lady Kara, is a goodwill kind of work. He kind of smiles.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed. I was just curious.
I did make sure with you that you understood that we are leaping into hell before we went just a few seconds ago.
Oh no, I understood completely. Just I only just sort of found out about this from them, and so I was just curious if there had been any sort of discussion of compensation. But if there's not, that's perfectly fine. I'm not just you asked if
I understand you are a merchant by trade. You deal in magical oddities and artifacts. Like you said before, should you find anything of use to you that might not be too contagious or dangerous, it is yours to keep. We have no interest in it. All the paladins make a face of like, I could never.
Well, I mean, since this is sort of a religious thing for everyone, rather than besmirch that and gestures to the paladins, risk your good names. Could maybe I just be allowed to speak with the Bright Queen? I have a couple questions concerning a few things, and I feel like I might be able to get answers from her.
I need you to. This is a crazy place to ask that question. You can give me a persuasion roll, but it's going to be pretty difficult here. As they kind of look amongst themselves, like we can't do that right now. No way. And also, this is like Varen's personal mission, but he does consider it. I need a pretty high persuasion here. You're old in secret, but that's pretty high for you. He thinks on it and says, he kind of looks amongst the party here, and I think he kind of, with that roll, I think he looks over to Talion. It says, Scout Commander, you are a keen tell of character. Your senses have served us well in the war before, and I've learned to rely on your instincts. I think if the scout captain here is all right with that idea, as long as you're able to convince him, I trust him. I'm sure something could be arranged then. He
awkwardly looked Italian, like,
he says, all right, that said, he taps his polearm onto the ground. His staff begins to, his glaive begins to glow with sort of symbols of the Luxon up, like these glyphs of Luxon up the weapon, and he holds it out, says, it's only a matter of time until the hellish hordes sense our presence. Let us move fast. And he points at fucking Mount Doom, right? You guys look off into the distance. There is a volcano. There are flames that are leaping like serpents. They look like animated serpents made entirely of like green fire. They're slamming into the side of the volcano and then bursting out the other side and like leaping through it onto the other side. You see swarming above it are tons of these like fucking gigantic like bat, demon, devil creatures. You see, that's a long way to go, Mr. Froto. You see all kinds of like devils moving into the distance, but most of this realm is not as like populated as you guys have heard of hells, of like, yeah, in the hells there's like demons fighting devils and such, but those of you proficient in history would know the most active and populated realm of hell is Avernus, the first level of hell. That's where everything sucks. Everything wants to kill you. Both sides are fighting on that realm. It sucks ass. Lower levels like Phlegethos here, the realm of fire, which is, by the way, very like typical when you imagine hell, like burning fire, desolate wasteland. That's what Phlegethos is. It's like the archetypical hell, right? It is not. You don't see a lot of like people around here. Like every once in a while, you'll see like imps moving around. There's people grafted into the ground who are like moaning and screaming in pain. And these imps are prying away at their teeth, sucking out their eyes, and all these like horrifying things, right? As they like, moan and groan, and their bodies are regrown for it to only happen again and again and again. Right? You begin to walk here across the wasteland. We have a montage of just like a bunch of these like little barbed devils showing up, and these like spined devils showing up, and you having to fight them off. Some of these paladins fight them off and such in here. So as we travel here, more and more dangerous like devil monsters and creatures catch us and begin to be drawn to us. We catch attention, or more powerful and dangerous things. I need all of you guys to roll me a D100 here. Before you do, keep in mind, low is bad. If anyone rolls a 1, by the end of this montage, all of the paladins that came with you guys are dead during these like battles that happened, right? And this is a montage of like 2-3 hours. We are traveling and we're fighting all kinds of devil creatures. Nothing that's like gonna destroy us instantly, but something, if we roll low enough, something might show up that might just fucking kill all of these guys that are with us. Gron is having a good time. He's just doing spin moves, jumping around, fucking picking up devils, pulling their spines out and shit. He's a giant barbarian in hell. He's having a fun time.
Oh, that was fucking...
That's a crazy start. So that's a crazy start to this. Okay, 76.
I have an ill omen, I swear.
Yeah. 91 is good. That's great. 66 is relatively good. And then Rav, I don't imagine you're able to roll.
He's not here. He's on his way home.
On his way home, Rav, I will roll for you. God, I hate this part. I'm gonna.
You better not roll a 1.
I'm gonna ruin everything.
He said he's walking into the house. He's walking into the house.
Let's give him. So first, I'll tell you what happens on the rest of these here. Right? We'll start with the best one. 91. You break into a fight with what is a bunch of these like salt devils. These creatures made of like green salt geodes. I think one of them like emerges and slashes at the back of paladins. He falls to the ground, but before he's killed, another paladin like runs up and heals them real fast, and then you guys start to fight this group of salt devils, destroying them. You don't lose anyone. You don't lose any like spell power of energy or stuff like that. Next up, 77. At one point, ground breaks and a magma worm, the size of a building, emerges. It doesn't seem to notice you guys. There it is, 28. A gigantic fiendish magma worm emerges, doesn't notice you guys, but the tremors it creates, the ground opens, and one of the paladins just falls down, falls into the lava, instantly disintegrated, right? We lose one paladin on this trip. That's on 77. 66, once again, horrible place to be. 66 here. As we are traveling, at one point, there is a tremor in the ground, and a strange flaming wind comes over us. And you see, as everyone sort of stops and is like recoiling, like, whoa, what was that? What was that? All of a sudden, one of your guys' paladins lifts off the ground and like, looks in horrible pain, as standing behind him is another one of your paladins, possessed by a devil, his eyes glowing red, his flesh breaking, his teeth growing, as he's been possessed and has impaled one of these other paladins, right? At this point, I need a medicine roll from someone here after you guys have to kill this possessed guy, or with a high enough arcana roll, are able to like exercise, what's the word? To like banish the devil from within him.
I think also protection from good and evil would also do it too.
I will say we'll give advantage here. So I think you have to do, if someone is already possessed, you have to do like a roll against them to cast the spell on them. Otherwise, because then you need like the dispel evil and good spell otherwise. But the rules here are being like, this is the mechanical challenge is what these rolls represent. Right? So if you guys want to save the impaled paladin, I need a medicine roll. If you want to try and save the possessed paladin, I need an arcana roll. You guys can all roll. You can instead help each other if you want to, however you guys want to do this. But keep in mind, the more of you guys roll, the more difficult the challenge is.
I mean,
I'll try and save the possessed paladin.
Okay.
I will assist.
Awesome. There we go. Awesome. That is going to be a singular arcana roll.
I can try to do the medicine.
Awesome. Do we have anyone else with medicine who can maybe help? 19 here. 19 is good enough. As Lady Kara rushes up, and you sort of place your hand onto the top of this guy's head and send forth your sort of psionic telepathic abilities. As you feel this horrible fiend in his mind that has possessed him, you see a seductress or a seductor, an incubus that has taken his mind. It's sort of like very much so like, like BDSM outfit wearing, like semi-naked devil creature that has taken his mind, as you have like a mental battle inside of this paladin's head with this creature expelling it out as they're like banished from its mind, and then you guys slay it. The paladin falls to his knees and looks up and kind of realizes like, what have I done? My brother, I've slain my brother in arms, as we see, as he's saved. We save the paladin. You go over, Ayla, you see this guy like, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. Oh God, I'm dead. Bleeding out of his chest. He's like, Luxon, save me, please. I won't be able to. I don't wish to die.
She's crying so much. She's so sad because she doesn't know. I mean, she's with medicine, but she's not that good.
19 is good enough, right? You approach, begin to cast some minor healings on him, some minor, like, cleansing spells that you now know and such, as you cure his wound here, his sort of damning wound that would cause him to eventually bleed out and become one of the hell's devils here is cleansed off of him. He looks up to you and says, my lady, thank you. I owe you my life. Luxon and you have saved me today.
No problem. Just be careful, okay? You might have to change that bandage, but we'll do that later. It's all right.
He nods and thanks you. The other guy looks to you here, Kara / Alcina, and Alondra, who have sort of helped banish this fiend from his mind, says, you have saved me. I am forever in your favor. And he sort of like bows his head to you.
Curtsy.
As you see, Gron is in the background. He's missing an arm. He says, that was awesome. What a great fight.
How have you lost an arm?
Huh? Oh, when the lava worm thing showed up, I tried to mount it. Bad idea. Don't hold the lava thing. Bad
idea. Is his arm gone?
Fully gone. Again, fully gone. Once again, he's lost his arm multiple times. I don't know if you guys remember, but he's lost multiple limbs during the war and such. Every time he breaks his body. Once again, he is having the worst luck in the world. You guys have noticed this happen so many. When he came to rescue you guys in like Dumoran, the Red Throne battle, he leapt, broke all his bones on impact. Just hit the ground and just fucking broke all of his bones. He has some horrible luck about him, right? Something's wrong with him. At this point, Ayla, can you go ahead and give me an insight roll? 19. You don't know how it took you this long to realize it, but sensing a horrible curse within Gron, after the fight with the old hag in the woods, a year ago at this point, at the end of that fight, Gron was cursed with ill fortune. Something you always thought of like, that's crazy how bad level luck he has. But after like a year has gone and you've spent some time with him, you realize, yeah, no, he's cursed. He has a curse of horrible luck. The worst possible thing will always happen to him. He is way more likely to roll ones, basically.
Oh, I mean, we need him for the fight.
This just a flesh wound, bunch of blood sprays out.
Gron, can you?
Everything's getting a little woozy.
Yeah, she's gonna cast her cleanse spell to try to cleanse him.
A green vapor emerges from him, and is dispelled. As he just sort of stares at it, like, was I holding it in or something? What was that? What was that?
It was a curse on you. That's why you've been like breaking your bones and you lost your arm a couple of times. And probably why you're having a hard time with all the wives that you have.
My God, you might be right. My arm hurts really bad now. Was that a part of it?
Well, it was bad luck.
Holy shit! He picks up his arm. He's super charred. He was holding a lava worm. It's charred arm. He holds it and says, "Think you can do something about this?"
She's gonna try to heal his arm because he needs it.
Give me a medicine roll here. This is a miracle you're trying to pull off. On a natural 20, you reattach his arm.
Goodness gracious!
Like, it's nearly impossible. You don't have the rejuvenate spell or anything, right? So you're just trying to pull off a miracle in hell.
Can I guide her?
It needs to be a natural 20, right? That's the only way this happens. The arm is reattached here. But if you have a way to give her advantage, somehow that might tip the odds.
I don't think so. But
yeah, I don't think any of you guys are like medicine people. I think if no one else, Varen walks over and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, like, I believe in you. It doesn't give you any advantage, but he does believe in you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Show me a natural 20.
Oh my God, he's so close.
Okay, you hold it there. The arm erupts into a bunch of magma and lava and just falls into the floor, disintegrating.
Who's that Pokemon?
That sucks. That's all right. I'll use my teeth and tongue from now on to fight.
Wait, you don't have any arms?
No, I have one. The one that you fixed before. I got the other one. You know.
If you're concerned about it, I do have actually do have a prosthetic arm he could borrow.
Jess, go ahead and roll me a D100 on a 61 or above. You have an extra prosthetic arm that you picked up during your travels.
Oh no, this is Alcina's like actual.
Oh, like actual arm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, yeah, you totally can. But if you want to chance it and see, like, let me see my backpack, right? If I have something, your call here.
Just she'll peruse like through her bag while she's looking. No, she doesn't have one.
Oh.
But she does have her
one extra
own,
one.
so she like reaches in, like down where she keeps like her actual stuff and pulls that out. It's like, here, just strap this on.
What? That's you just have an extra arm lying around?
Well, it's mine, but you know, you can borrow it.
I always wanted to have a feminine arm. I wanted to see what it would feel like. He puts it on. It's way smaller. He's got one like jacked arm, one like slightly smaller arm. All right, it's a little bigger than.
It's not like it's not smaller. It's that big gauntleted thing that she wears.
He looks at you like it's a little bigger than it. You're pretty like thin and slender type of thing. This is a little bigger than I thought you would have.
Yeah.
All right.
Intimidation factor.
He says, like, he attaches it to, you see him focus for a moment, a magical glow, and it clicks into place, like to nothing. He says, that's crazy how he's just sort of standing against my raw flesh and blood. That's awesome. And he starts to, like, wave it around, gets used to it and such. Boom! Punches the ground, it, like, craters, and the arm doesn't break or anything. He's like, fucking awesome. Thank you.
No more lava things, or it will melt the metal arms. Do not touch any lava.
Looks at a
It's-
lava
it's,
pool nearby. Looks back
Don't
at
do
you.
it. Don't do it.
Okay, fine.
I will need that back after our trip through hell, though. Just
You got it. You got it.
I'll try to see if we can regrow your arm. I'll
You see
see.
his arm that is melted and starts to bubble, and a tiny little larva devil begins to pull its way out of the muck that it is.
She's gonna kick it into the lava.
Yeah, he starts punching it as well as the two of you kick it off into lava. He says, "All right," and Baron says, "Let us keep going. Nicely done, both of you. Good effort. Good effort." And he looks at a healed paladin. So all right, we still have 9 paladins. This is a mighty force with us. Let's go. And you guys travel on through hell. That was the roll of 66. Now we go to 28. Okay, so on your way through, you guys are sort of traveling at this point. You've been fighting some minor devils and such. And at one point, as you guys are sort of going, you, Ayla, and Talion here first feel a tremor in the ground. Something begins to shake. You look off into the distance and you see a wave of dust moving towards you. About 50 foot tall, this flaming wave of dust has some specks of red and black in it. Emerging and disappearing into it are some sort of creatures that are roaring towards us. You look out and you see a stampede of more than 300 nightmares, hellish horses, flaming manes behind them, slamming the ground, trampling everything in their path, wake of fire that follows them. You see other devils that are sort of roaming this wasteland that stand in front of them are trampled and ran over instantly as traveling in a herd together. These nightmare horses are obliterating everything in front of them. Varen looks out, very immediately alarmed, and he sort of flips his blade out, ready to sort of fight through this, as you see one of the paladins says, Taskhand, maybe we could find some cover, maybe some sort of a protective spell that can keep us safe. I don't know if fighting all of these, it could be dangerous. And Varen says, I know, but what other options we have? And he looks off to each side, as you guys realize you're not going to be able to outrun it unless you outperform, right? You roll very high on some athletics or acrobatics rolls. He looks to you guys for a moment, just a brief second, to see if you guys already have some ideas, because he's used to you guys being the wild cards, right? Having something up your sleeves. As he looks to you guys on basically should we try to outrun it? Should we try to fight through it? Or conjure some sort of defensive, safe zone here and try to keep us safe and weather it, right? What should we do as a herd of 300 hellish horses is about to fucking run us over?
Run?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I don't have any magic.
Is a great option of if we just run is the option that is we roll a singular roll. If we are successful, we are able to outrun and get out of the way of the nightmare herds. If we are not successful, we are trampled. And that could be how badly, right? It depends. So as this is a traveling montage, keep in mind that this is not you guys taking damage. Anything failure will be indicated in this travel in how much of these reinforcements you guys have die on the way there. You guys are the heroes. You're not going to die to a trampling herd of stampeding herd, but many of these paladins might sacrifice themselves to give you a way to escape, right? And of course, the benefit is the more of these paladins we are able to save to help us get to the final confrontation with Gortrush the Fiend, the better, right? We have awesome, powerful paladins on our side.
How many of us are there in total?
Well, there is 5 of you guys. There is Varen, there's Gron. Varen has 9 paladins left with him, and Gron has 5 orc, berserkers with him. So there's a lot of you guys.
Is there... I don't know. Is there a large stone?
I mean, there's plenty, boulders and spiked stones nearby.
I meant something.
21, thank you, Rav. 21 people total.
21 people total. Okay. And is it Are we in like a funneled sort of like canyon area that they're like coming towards?
Sort of. You were like walking it. It's not like a huge dip or anything like that, but it is sort of like a lowered area, and you guys were kind of like crossing on through it as you felt the ground shake, and then the stampede is coming now at you.
So wait,
as you see in the distance, they're trampled.
I'm sorry. The area we're in was it? You said it was canyon or?
Sort of. It's less so like cliff sides on each side. It's just sort of like a dip in the land that you're going in between two like giant like dunes of ash, basically. Yeah.
Does it look like the herd is like heading for us, or just going to run just by us?
They are heading this way, but there's like more than 300 of them. It's a massively wide spread, right? So the danger is basically, the problem is we are in the area they are going through, and they're not going to stop. They're trampling everything in their way. All these devils are getting just fucking destroyed.
Right, but if we hug a wall and let them run by, are we in danger of being hurt that way?
No, but the sort of like narrative challenge here is whatever roll you give me indicates like, did we make it to the wall before they got to us and like fucking slammed into us?
Gotcha.
Right?
I was gonna say, if there's anything else, like run against the wall, stay flat, have everybody with the shield up front in the front of the line, and use that as our roll.
So that's the like hunker down option, right? Just like have the strong like frontliners, barriers, stay at the front and maybe absorb some blows and let these guys just march past us. The other option that Jess was saying, that Alcina was saying, like run, make those athletics or acrobatics rolls or like magic rolls if you're using magic to teleport around and stuff like that to get as far as you can away from their path. That's option number 2, right? Both of those options are equally valid. You don't all have to do the same thing. You can do separate things.
I'm going to run because
Awesome.
that's a lot of things coming towards us at one time.
Awesome. As an example here, Jess, as Alcina, go ahead and give me an athletics roll as you just fucking book it as fast as you can. Keep in mind you have your abilities as well.
Holy
27 is zero. You boom burst forth. You guys watch as Kara here sprints as fast as she can for the other side of the ravine here, and she's making good progress. At one point, we see landing in front of you is a bearded devil. This like blue skin, tentacles for a beard with like spikes on him. He says, "Mortal, you will," and you shoulder check him so hard he goes flying off like fucking Team Rocket, right? As you just sprint on through, bam, blast another one. Another salt bever emerges, says, "A fine meal," and then blam, you blast through him as well as you make it to the other side to the safe zone, right? You are out of the way. Yeah?
I will follow.
Awesome. Same thing. Acrobatics or athletics roll?
Can I expend a blade song to get
advantage? Yeah, absolutely.
Or sorry, the acrobatics advantage.
Yes, absolutely.
Here we go.
Ooh, 14. Okay.
If it helps, I will expend a face step to get there. So
I will give you a reroll if you expend a face step, but no advantage this time. This is just another reroll.
Okay. Much better.
22. Okay. 14 would have incurred a penalty here, but not a 22. You move your way. You activate your song. You begin to sing. You dash and move and dip and kind of slide right on through, zigzagging through enemies. We see all of these same guys who like fell on the ground like, what the fuck was that? Like got hit by a freight train that is Alcina, right? And they stand like, an elf soul, a delicacy. As they swing for you, you like slide behind them, beneath the legs, appear behind them instantly.
I step on their face.
You step on their face, jump off of them, get to the other side very quickly. As you leap across, you see a giant pillar like of brimstone emerges from underneath you. You matrix sort of slide under it and continue to move, making it to the other side there as you and Kara are safe on the other side. All right, who's going next and who's doing what? At this point, by the way, represented, aka like sort of like in the fiction of this, but mechanically, coming with each of you guys is another like a paladin or two that is like seeing you guys bolt and they're like, all right, I'll cover them, right? And so they follow your lead and are able to get safely to the other side with you guys. All right. Who wants to go next?
I guess Talion will go.
Awesome. Talion, what is your plan?
So actually, while we were traversing through the hells, Talion had
Mhm.
activated his earring of disguise,
Mm.
and instead of a half elf drow, you all see a human boy in his like late 20s with curly brown hair and pale skin.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very well. You are disguised while in here. All right. That said, what is your plan? Are you making
Acrobatics.
a run? Acrobatics. Okay, let's go. 20 is good, very good. Following quickly after you guys as well, leaping on through as we see some of these like devils emerge, leap from the ground. You take a quick arrow to the side of them, rolling over their back as they sort of fall forward. You continue to move, slide underneath the legs of one of them as you sort of front flip over one, land on their shoulder, run down the length of their tail as you leap across, making it to the other side as the herd is closing in. Nicely done. You, Talion, land there, 3-point landing, bow in the other hand on the side there as you look around and realize, like, okay, we're good. We're safe on this side. Okay, excellent. 2 people left. Varen, by the way, is a level 20 fighter. He automatically succeeds on everything, yeah? Every challenge you guys are ever in problem with, he automatically succeeds. As you guys realize, like, oh god, he's like the main character, right? He's like a super high level chosen of the super powerful guy, right? He is not going to be able to fail any of these. He's simply going, but his challenge is like trying to help everyone, make sure that everyone gets on through. And of course, by the way, the reason we're helping him still, even if you're a level 20 fighter, super powerful fighter, you're not too likely to just take on a pit fiend, an entire like army of his servants, right? That's why he brought all these paladins with him, and that's why you guys decided to come along as well. So if anyone is having a hard time, Varen can always help them, or one of these paladins here and such, but Odo and Ayla, 2 of you guys left.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Are we
Ayla-
hunkering down, or are we running for it?
Ayla's really nervous because she's not athletic or acrobatic. So
You
she's
see your
seeing
cool
all of
friends
them
do a
doing
bunch
them.
of backflips and fucking do all this awesome parkour and make it to the other side.
Yeah, and she's freaking out. She's like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna fall. I'm just gonna fall on the ground.
If you stay here, I got you.
You sure, Oda?
Yeah, and Odo's realizing he's got short legs and everybody else who's here probably isn't quick enough to get across. He's going to usher everybody against the wall in a line, shields up front, relying on his ironclad and shield mastery and resilience to stand on the ground and let them run by.
Incredible. For you then here, because this is exactly the kind of skill set that you have here, let's go with Odo here first then and say, Rav, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage. That is to represent like how much you can endure as these like hellish horses charge right past you.
Yeah, he's trying to save as many of the group as he
Hell
can.
yeah. You see the paladins immediately fall in line. They all raise their shields and everything. 24, incredible.
Is that good
as
enough?
The horde, 24 is definitely good enough. Okay. The hellish stampede comes on through, blasting into your guys' shields. Some of them even leaping off of your guys' shields over you guys, flaming sort of hooves that boom, boom, slam down onto you guys. The paladins hold up their shields and able to sort of protect, make a little circle here. As they're running through, some of them do get sort of displaced and jostled a little bit from these impacts. Ayla, you're the only one left. What do you do here? You see Varen holding his polearm up, blocking, but like hitting someone and slashing at someone, getting them to be like afraid and to run the fuck away. What do you do? You are sort of, so you are currently like in, not in a circle necessarily, but you're like along the line of all these like paladins and Odo. But once again, not everyone is getting like hit from the front. Some of these horses like take a sharp turn and impact someone from the side, which means you're still in danger here. AKA, I still need you to fictionally describe to me like what you do here, what kind of solution to this problem you have.
Oh, man. I don't think I have any spells to cast. Let me see.
You could be as creative as you want to be. This is a skill challenge. The only implication is like you won't die during this, but some of these paladins that might try to save you might.
I know. I mean, I have a shield, but I'm not very strong.
But the shield master could probably give you a hand with it.
I guess I'm just gonna. I mean, like, I don't want any of these paladins to die, and I don't want them to stay there. I have no way to be able to help them.
Okay. Once again, if you have any sort of like these are like hellish horses that are coming at your way, right? Using any sort of spells that do like holy damage, like radiant damage, right? Might like try to intimidate them or scare them or just injure them enough, right? You can always just be like, oh, they're coming at us, guiding bolt, like blasting them, right? As they're coming at you and they're like, killing them before they get to you. It's not that these horses are like unkillable. There's just 300 of them, right? There's a lot of them. So what do you think? Do you want to just endure, make that con save, or anything else?
Yeah, I'll just make the con save. I don't want to run. There's no way I'm gonna make it. I have a 0 and a fucking 1. There's just no way I'm gonna fucking.
This is not what you're built for.
This is not what I'm built for at all.
How far is she from us?
At this point, like 400 feet.
Oh, damn.
You guys ran across in a ravine, right? You're like old. That's why the challenge was such a high DC, right? That's why it's a 20. You guys are running this massive distance, whole montage of you killing devils to the other side. Okay. Right. Con save. 24. Let's go. You two watch as these kind of like charge into you guys. You see Odo like shield slam one of the horses. It like falls onto its side, kind of stands up angrily, comes back around, runs away. One of these horses swerves to the other side. You see as it rushes towards you, you raise your shield. It impacts into you and it stops. I think both you and Odo have a moment in this little montage here where one of these nightmares slams into one of these paladins and knocks him to the ground out of breaks formation, right? And some of these hellish horses grab them, like their teeth dig into their armor and begin to drag them away with them. As both are quick to sort of like boom, boom, react with your shields and spells here, saving this paladin, who sort of gives you a look of like, thank you. Gron doesn't lose any limbs during this. As you guys finish this, you see Varen fucking painted in hellish blood. He flicks his giant glaive. He's killed like 20 of these that were like running through. He's sort of like out of breath a little bit, looks around to everyone, says, is everybody good? Is everyone alive? As everyone sort of gathers together. As you see... you all kind of make your way across here as you realize, like, okay, that was a close one. On the other side, Talion, Alondra, and Alcina, you guys are sort of been fighting some of these wayward ones that split off from the herd and attacked you guys. You've killed like 3 or 4 of them that came this way here. So like stuff with arrows, slashes of magical blades, right? So just laying there slain. As Varen catches up to you guys, says, all right, I think that's most of them. Things should get better from now on. We cut to black. We go to 7, right? Or was it a 6? No. What was the last one? Right? A 6, right? Okay. So that's the movie scene of like, okay, I think it'll be okay from now on. Boom, a loud sound, cut to black, right? We see this blasted wasteland, and we traveling, right? We see some of these paladins kind of like wounded and injured as well. At this point, it's been like 4, maybe 5 hours of travel. You see Varen looking at that telemancy stone that'll bring you guys back. He's looking around like, okay, we're making good progress. This is good as he's sort of going. When we look to all of you guys here, something weird's been happening. Like as of maybe like half an hour ago or something, you guys have been hearing this like a bunch of these like weird whispers, and it's like mosquitoes on your body. Like you feel itchy and scratchy, and like something feels awkward. It's you feel like someone is trailing a long bony finger down the length of your spine all the way to the small of your back, which makes you immediately feel sort of like disgusting. It is a cold, wet feeling. As I need everyone here to give me a charisma saving throw as these whispers begin to be more and more clear. They begin to tell you things that you didn't know about yourself, but you desire, you want.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a 1-2, guys. We are fucked with charisma. This is
Yeah,
bad.
we're not a big charisma crew. Well, most of us here. Let's see it.
Oh, wait,
God.
wait.
Oh, no.
Lucky!
Guys,
Lucky! First
Well,
time.
actually,
Oh.
I have something truly brutal to tell you.
No.
Oh, no.
If you mouse over that 1, you will see that you reroll the 1 into a 1.
No.
If you mouse over that charisma save, you will see that you rolled a 1 into another 1.
Wow.
And I don't think you get to reroll again. I don't know, actually. What does the ability say? Do you get to keep rerolling, or is it like, do you have to keep the new one?
Lucky.
Lucky, when you roll and must use the new roll. You roll the 1 into a 1. That is insane. That is crazy. Oh, indomitable. Let's go. Okay, you can now. We have that homebrew rule that I use for my fighters. If you wanted to use it, if I believe we'll change because this ability was always the thing that no fighter loved, which is like, oh, awesome! I get to retry a save that I know I can't make. Right. So I made it in my game here. If you take a look at the announcements and info up in the rules up there, I made it to just be like a legendary save, which just says like if you fail, you choose to succeed. Right? Super simple, makes sense. It's called Indomitable. But the new version that came out in Player's Handbook says you re-roll it, but add your fighter level. I will leave it to the two of you guys which version you guys would like to use. The homebrew one that I use or just like the original one. Obviously, the other one is slightly better because like, you know, like you win. You choose to win and you do, right? But if you want to still leave it in like the game mechanics kind of a field here, we can just use the new one that says you re-roll but add your fighter level.
I kind of like the narrative chance of failure, but I will leave it to the other fighter to choose. I'm easy either way.
Jess, what do you think? I mean, it's not a choice of like which one is better. The better one is the one that says you instantly win, right? But right. It's like a mechanically like if you want to roll dice and see to like this one's more fair, I guess, right? The other one's obviously a little more powerful.
I mean, I'm with Odo in that vein of like I like Indomitable being where you're like trying to just muster everything about you into a moment to push through. Okay. So I'm with the chance of failure. Okay, I will save mine though in case there's something worse fighting the pit fiends.
Okay, gotcha. So one's super fucking bad here. So also Ayla 3. That's a 2. She rolled a natural 2. Next best thing. Odo, go ahead and re-roll the charisma save and add a +9 to your roll because that is your fighter level.
Sweet.
That's how it works now. You re-roll, add your fighter level. Well, +9, that's a 13.
But
Tactical mind, when you fail this is not an ability check.
Oh, it's ability check. My bad.
Fail an ability.
Okay, so 13.
Yeah. Good looking out, but not mechanically in this state. 13 is better than a 1, I will say. Yeah. Did anyone get a 10 or lower?
I forgot to roll.
Ayla?
Oh, yes. I need Talion as well to give me a roll here. 13. Okay. As you guys are going, Ayla, you're having an incredibly hard time here. These whispers that you hear in mind, they're not your own thoughts. You've heard so many things about devilry and bedevilment and infernal, spells and magic. They are magic of tempting, of corrupting, of changing one's very soul until it's so eroded from villainy that it sort of fully accepts. That is what devils are all about. They're not like demons. Demons wish carnage and defiling and such. Devils want to see you corrupted until you decide, like, this is maybe who I am. Maybe I am a villain, right? Maybe I am closer to a devil than to a real person, right? And you're hearing these whispers that sort of beckon you forth, fall Accept who you are. This is just the first step. You will bring death to all of them. You will fail them all. You are nothing without them. They are nothing to you. And these thoughts become more consistent and more vile and sort of dangerous and such, as at one point you're unable to bear it. As this happens, Ayla, your eyes open and you hear a roar, and from behind you there is a devil, some sort of like a horrifying molten flesh, teeth rising, eyes sort of burning with green fire, who leaps towards you with a spear of hellish fire. What do you do to this guy? How do you like defend him? How do you defeat him? How do you kill him? It seems that whatever this was attracted the attention of this hellish assassin. Huh? What do you do?
I think I'll cast shield because I don't want to cast anything else.
Okay. You go to throw your hand out here as this red energy begins to target you. This devil punches you to the side of the head as you lose the concentration on your spell for a moment, and as it goes to impale you, the blade stops a mere inch from the side of your neck, coated in blood. You see one of the paladins standing in front of you, having been impaled by this spear that was meant for you instead. The devil rips his head off, throws his body to the side, and jumps on you before the rest of these paladins are able to cut him down. As you fall there on your back, like, what just happened? As you feel these whispers continue to meddle with your mind. Here, as unfortunately Ayla, having been targeted by this horrible, hellish influence, one of the paladins, without thought, without any like thinking, immediately leapt to save you, right, and gave his life. As we lose another one of these paladins. Ayla, like, it doesn't feel like you invited this or anything like that. You just feel horrible that you weren't able to do anything about it, right? This guy threw himself to save you immediately, and this brutal assassin devil creature just instantly killed him, right? Varen runs over to you immediately, sort of helps you stand up, says, "Hey, Ayla, are you well? Are you okay?"
Oh, she's crying. She feels so bad.
It's all right. You can't give in now. This place, it will want that more than anything. We all knew what we were in for here. Keep our eyes open. That's all we can do. Keep our minds on the task. Can you do that?
Yes. Should we leave him here like this?
His flesh is already being burned away and molten into the ground where he fell. Varen gives this grim look and says, "There's no time to move."
Who's that Pokemon?
We have to. As the rest of you guys all like, whoa, go to react, but this happens like so fast, right? This is not something you're able to like interact with. This guy just appears, goes for the kill. Ayla is saved, but we lose another one of these paladins. As saddened, Ayla, you hear those whispers now laugh at you. Look what you did. Look what you let him do. You let him die, right? And you're having a hard time unless you're able to somehow overcome this barrier. The rest of you guys will see this. Ayla is having like a hard time, like holding onto her head. She's sweating profusely at this point. Ayla, you have disadvantage on all attacks, saves, and checks as long as you remain in hell. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Unless you're able to somehow fix this, or some of you guys are able to get her out of this funk and reassure her, Ayla is gonna be having a hard time.
Yeah,
Varen tries to like reassure you, like, you're okay, you're good, but he also has to be the leader, right? He's like, we have to push through the firestorm. Like, let us go, everyone, right? As he's like, all right, let's go. He's getting everyone to go. Okay.
Ayla, you got this. We're here for Varen. We got this.
I don't think she's gonna say anything. She's trying not
Ayla,
to listen.
you pass by a lake of fire and you see a reflection of yourself with that dark hair on you. Your eyes burn red, horns emerge from your forehead. as you pass on through. If you guys want to, over the time while you guys are traveling here, whoever wants to try and give me a persuasion roll here, or performance, perhaps, to distract or try to reassure Ayla of like, you got this, we've been with you, we're friends, we've seen what you can do, to get her out of her funk here.
I'll give
to
a little
get
performance roll.
hellish, to get these hellish whispers out of her mind, right? You can try, yeah?
I'll do a little performance roll unless anybody else wants to try.
Absolutely. Your DC is 21.
Okay, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah. Brutal. She is distracted by hellish whispers. I don't think you have advantage, so I think that's a 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
try your best to get through her.
Will the success bring her out of funk so she's not at disadvantage?
Hopefully, yes. Right? It's not that she's like cursed or anything like that. You guys see her like looking around every once in a while, like as if she's hearing someone or seeing someone. As you guys realize, like, okay, what Varen told us, like the longer we stay here in the hell, like all of you guys heard those little whispers, but you think that she's hearing screams, right? In comparison, the volume is much more powerful.
Could I try to use so I have the telepathic feat. Could I try and manipulate that enough to basically just silence her thoughts and like the whispering?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be the same thing here. I'll say performance or persuasion, but you can use intelligence instead of charisma. Putting like a psychic silence on her, trying to silence the voices.
You said...
Are you proficient in either of those? Persuasion
or performance? I am not proficient.
Okay, then straight up intelligence. You're looking to hit a 21. Like, once again, this is a super hard thing. This is hellish magic you're fighting against.
Just checking one thing. All right. Nope.
7. Okay. You try to reach into her mind, but you immediately all these whispers and screams.
I'll use my inspiration on this.
Oh goodness. Okay. Let's go. One more roll.
Yep.
11.
10 short.
You 10 short. You reach into her mind and hear these whispers. Like you, with your telepathic ability, like you realize what's happening to her. You know that she's hearing these like devils sowing doubt in her mind. And as you try to sort of forget in there and put a mental sort of block on this right now, as you see Alondra trying to just sort of distract her and get her to like pay attention to her instead, you realize the voices are too loud in her head. She's still herself. She's not like possessed or anything, but she's going to be constantly like frightful and distracted during this whole hell trip.
Seeing that, and since we're still walking on our way, Odo's gonna walk up to Ayla and start talking about... We all know that Ayla is all about, like, love, right? And Odo's trying to decide if he's in love or if it's just attraction. So get her mind focused on a romance part. Like, how do you think... what is this? How do I know? Well, try to keep her mind off the stuff and focus on something else.
Gotcha. So, like, talking about your own, like, love
yes.
Here, and sort of
I need her help.
Connection you have to Ilivare here, and okay, I think, I mean, we've determined that Ayla is a romantic, right? So this might be something that works.
Help me be more romantic.
Look, Halfling Casanova here. Very good. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's unless you have any lawyering to do here, look what the role could be. I think it's still performance or persuasion. It could be, I guess it could be like, no, it wouldn't be deception. You're just sort of trying to get her mind off of things. It's persuasion.
Yeah, it's persuasion. Just trying to keep her mind off of it and also get some help.
Yeah. Once again, super high roll. Super high roll you need.
All right.
How's your persuasion?
Not great.
3. You guys are unable to get your friend out of this.
Like, I'll use my inspiration.
Ayla, by the way, you're present for all this. Like, you hear them. You see them trying to, like, cheer you up. But every time you do, you catch a reflection in the lava in their eyes of a devil within you.
Can I use my inspiration for this?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. I can try it again.
Well, so, just so you know, Rav, because before you do, I told you guys what the DC is already. It is 21 to break this, which means for you it would be impossible unless you roll a natural 20.
Is this an ability check?
This is, however, an ability check. You
Right.
clever little devil. Okay. Show me.
Ah,
No! Okay. Yeah, no, you try your best to reach
Still want
to
to
your
help.
friend. And yeah. Ayla, like you hear all of them. They're all concerned for you and worry for you, but the voices, they creep in again. Look at them. They would do anything for you. That's why they will fall for you. They've come to hell itself because you fell in love. You condemned them as these voices continue to beat into your mind. I mean, Ayla is just having a brutal time, right? You're not able to get this off of your mind. You're trying to focus on everything. You just have disadvantage on everything right now.
Yeah, I think she's just constantly crying. She doesn't want her friends to die.
Yeah, you guys, she's just weeping. She's trying to focus, but she's like frightful looking around. Okay, all right. Talion, I don't imagine you have some wonder cure of your own.
You had a friend die first time? That's rough, buddy.
Your soldier friend just being very pragmatic, like, it is what it is.
Pretty much.
People die when they go to war. It happens.
Yeah, Talion's expression hasn't changed. He is calm and collected.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Because none of you are successful, as you take like a brief pause here, Varen approaches you and he sort of puts his hand on the side of your shoulder and says, "It is all right. These things will happen. I've seen many horrors in my life. Many good men putting their lives their lives on the line.
Hey, man, streams. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in.
Uh,
That's our Wildemount campaign.
The young
We're in
paladin
hell.
that saved.
It's going to be great. How are you? How was your stream?
Great.
What were you streaming? My shout-out command is not working at the moment.
Knew what
I
she was getting
apologize.
herself into, and she would have done it again and again if given the chance. He removes a necklace from his neck. You see the symbol of the Luxon on it. It glows for a moment, and he sort of conjures this little arcane symbol. You see that this is obviously not his magic. This is something that someone has given him, presumably like his brother or mother or something, and he pushes this energy forward. The magic of the Luxon imbues you for a moment, and those whispers in your mind fade and are dispelled. As clarity comes to you, as you realize, like, not everything is my fault. I did what I could. I did everything I could. Not everything is my fault. As the whispers fade, Varen, because when one of you guys first would fail on this roll, Varen is going to use his one legendary resistance that he has, and is going to use it here, passing his sort of force of strength and will to you, meaning he no longer has this ability for the grand battle ahead.
I know,
right?
but the thing is, she wouldn't let him do that.
Okay. He tries, right? So what do you do? Like, how do you stop him? He tells you, like, that not everything is your fault. You can't blame yourself. Things like this. This is hell. This is war. This is blood and carnage. And we are here to stop a great evil. And I hope this will help clear your mind.
She will
goes to reach for it, and
she will put her hands like on his, like where he's trying to reach it, and say, "You need that. It's important that you complete this task. Your soul is on the line. So no matter what, you have to not focus on me. You have to focus on the task."
He looks at you, sort of blinks once and says, "No magic gives me greater strength than you do." And he...
And she's gonna like pull him away from the group because she doesn't want to talk in front of them. Like, I know that you love me the same way that I love you, which is very much. I don't want your soul to be in the hands of a fiend. It's more important that you keep that.
Give me a... I don't think a persuasion roll. Like, you guys are in love, right? He's not going to need a roll from you to like tell him to not do this. He looks at you. He gives you this look of like, I would do anything to make sure you're safe, right? And he says, very well, very well. I trust your instincts, but should I see that these whispers that we're all hearing are too distracting for you, I will not hesitate. Whatever this amulet is that my brother gave me, I will use whatever power it has to protect you. It doesn't matter, as long as you are safe.
But it matters to me.
Very well. Let's go. You can do this. You're braver than you know.
And she's just gonna try her best to like not listen to the whispers, and that's all.
Nearly impossible, right? You're like here in the fiction of this, you are able to keep the whispers from like influencing you, making you turn evil or something like that. But they are loud and distracting, and then make you lose focus and like focus on like wrong things and stuff like that. AKA disadvantage on fucking everything. Horrible.
While we're
Hmm?
so while we're sitting here, Kara's gonna kind of settle up beside one of the paladins. So, as a paladin of the Luxon, you might be an expert in this. I'm not consecuted, but I've heard sort of how it works. Does this count as being outside of your 100-mile range?
He sort of squints, says, how do you know about that? By the way, you guys are having this casual conversation while fighting hordes of devils, right?
Right.
You are always fighting devils while here, as he like slashes an imp in half and looks back and says, how do you know of that, my lady? Are you, you're not a member of a den, I don't believe. He impales a salt devil and looks back at you as you like decapitate another like bearded devil. He says, I don't believe you're a member of any den that I'm familiar with.
No, I've talked to some people and they've kind of like explained sort of like how it works. It really kind of cropped up when there was a lot of talk about the loss of House Oleos and the unfortunate side of what happens when someone dies not within range. So I was just curious because technically we stepped through a point of a location in Rosanna, so we're still in the capital, technically, at least from where we left.
You see Sir Bedivere here look at you and say, I am not too keen on the arcane of it all, not too knowledgeable, but we were warned that once we step through that realm of flames portal, we are way beyond the range of Luxon's light. Those of us who have fallen here are gone forever. He divine smites a fucking salt devil in half, right? As you like help him slay it. So watch yourself. Even us consecuted are in great danger. Those of you who are not are in mortal danger still.
Who's that Pokemon?
Sir Bedivere does like a combo leaping attack off into the distance, right? As you go to like fight another devil here, as you guys continue. Okay, that is the effect of the hell. Now we go to the 6. At one point...
Wait, that was the 6. I thought that was the 6.
No, that's just being in hell for more than 5 hours. That's what happens. You get possessed.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
As you guys travel... You hear it first. You hear a whistling sound. And I think some danger sense within you guys go like, oh no, Titan, the giant fucking chimera. That's the sound, right? And you realize like, why does that sound like there's 10 of those? As you hear these whistling sounds and you sort of look up, you're traveling down this long, like you're on a plateau, and this plateau sort of dips, and then there's the volcano, the mount of flame, the leaping flame mountain up ahead. This location, this Abrimak, this fortress where Gortrush is supposed to be. As you're approaching, you hear these whistling sounds. As even Varen, who's like, super high level, he's faced it all, he's seen it all, He looks up, and you see a look of utter shock and horror on his face. You hear him say, "Luxon, save us," as breaking through the gray clouds above is a swarm of meteors, each a size of a building, flaming green. They are rocketing towards the ground. They hit the side of the plateau where you're at, which with such force that you guys are sent dozens of feet into the air. As this meteor swarm is down, the paladins, they are trying to see what is a seemingly a strange, random, magical occurrence here, but what is basically a 9th level meteor swarm spell lands on your location.
Do we get a chance to react?
Rocket and bombard. Yes, absolutely. What do you guys do as these come down? You realize these are going to just like destroy the side of this mountain. Okay, wall of force. How, like, you putting it around everyone?
Yeah, to protect us. It's impenetrable.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a Arcana roll here. On a 15, you're able to get half people. On a 25, you get everyone here, because you still have like 20 people with you. You got to fit them all, and you're not all just like traveling in a small group. And this is like a quick decision you got to do. So if you're able to get 30 or above, you get so 15, we will say you get half of the people here. 25, you get everyone but either Varen or Gron. We'll roll to see which one of them is like a little too far ahead or a little too far off to the side, right? And on a 30, you get everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her guidance.
Guidance. Ayla reaches out, empowers your spell here as you conjure forth a wall of force. This invisible, we see them flash for a moment. D4 on a 2. Let's go. With the guidance here, you guys watch. So this is invisible, right? But do we see like a mirror appear and then whoosh vanish, or like what do these like? Is there any visual to this at all?
Sparkles.
Poof! A sparkling explosion of magic as these plates of force energy appear around you guys, and you guys watch one of the paladins, this guy that I was talking to, I've seen him before, Sir Bedivere, looks over to you, Alondra, here, like, my lady of the Fae, are you certain this will work? As you see this meteor, like 40 feet in diameter, flaming, spinning. Attached to it are a bunch of demons who are just like screaming, coming down like a rocket towards you guys.
It'll hold, stay.
My lady, and then, boom! As it impacts, it shatters into million pieces. You guys see the core, the very core of this meteor, as it splits open to the center of it. All of these devils splatter, smear like bugs on a windshield, just blood and gore in all directions. The invisible wall of force is painted with demonic blood. As you're like, that worked. Second one, third one, fourth meteor, boom, 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 rocketing into you guys here. As it's all shaking, all of these guys are like falling to the ground as you're holding your barrier here. As you guys are buried in rubble, in like meteoric rubble. Shit. The rest of these paladins start to like punch and break their way out with the assistance of you guys, as you're able to cave out the final little entrance to it. Basically, as you guys emerge, all the paladins look to you guys like, incredible, that's incredible. Yeah, you see Varen kind of look over to you, Alondra, say, if not for your quick action there, we all would have been dead. And he looks over to Ayla as well, kind of gives her a nod of like, well done with the support spell.
Yeah, she has her hands up and she's nodding, but she's like has her eyes semi-closed. Like, yeah, good job, Alondra, great job.
Good job, guys.
Instantly, Ayla, in your mind, so selfish. You would let them suffer rather than die quickly. You will fit in here well when you fall. All these whispers and voices in your mind. Okay, you guys emerge. All of the paladins are saved. We have 8 remaining paladins that walk down with us. Okay, that was the biggest one. If we failed here, we could have lost all of them, right? We could have lost every single path. That's a meteor swarm. Giant meteor swarm came down. And by the way, you guys see these in the distance as well. Every once in a while, you will see they're just fucking meteors falling from the sky, just cratering the land in the distance. As you guys slowly move on ahead. Because you guys have succeeded in all of your roles so far and found quick and creative solutions to all of the problems, you do not face any larger packs or dangers. In fact, the one fight that you could have had here that could have been dangerous, you guys hear a roar, and Varen goes like, all right, everyone, like steady, let's see what it is. You see fiend dinosaurs. You see like devil swords with giant fucking horns moving around, shooting fire out of their mouths and such. You see there's like a strange, like multi-legged raptor creature that approaches one of the dead bodies of these like suffering, dead, damned souls and plucks the soul out of it and swallows it instantly, killing them instantly on a strike. As they continue to move, as this pack of like hell dinosaurs, these gigantic fucking hell dinosaurs, wanders on through. You make it to the base of the volcano. You see the Mount of Leaping Flames. You see a vast fortress up ahead. The Abramock. Varen looks up ahead, looks down to the Telemancy Stone, and says, we only have another hour left. He's in there. That's what all our information says. But this fortress is defended. He looks ahead as you guys see a vast gate. You see a drawbridge, well, not a drawbridge, it's like just like a massive black stone bridge going over a flaming, bubbling lake of lava below, like a river, like a moat to a castle would be. Beyond it is a vast iron-barred gate. Built into it, made of iron, are faces of devils and fiends, screaming, their faces open in anger, all petrified into this gate. Upon the walls, you see guards, bearded devils of all kinds and such. You see a horned devil, this large, powerful devil commander that's sort of moving around, looking, inspecting the area here. As you see all kinds of individuals moving, you see these like kind of like burnt black and red skin. There is devils that have like chains wrapped all around their bodies, and the chains are moving and like shifting a little bit as their eyes glow from the middle as they continue to sort of angrily move around the space. As Varen looks to you all, says, it's time to make the final push. We can try somehow to move in undetected. I doubt that would be possible. These devils, they can see through magic and illusions. Or we can try to assault the gates. The Ingran can get them open as long as you can clear the path for us. Best we were told, best we know that we were told, there is no more than 20 or 30 devils total that accompany Gortrush. What do you all say? Should we use subtlety or violence? Gran pumps is pumped up, says, let's go with the ultra violence. He's just getting fucking pumped.
Well, if I'm honest, they probably think they're super safe here and that no one would dare attack them. So running in, you would have potentially an element of surprise.
I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
We have the numbers. We've survived so far.
Ayla, you're just hearing, death awaits. Go in, send him in, let them die.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna be like kind of nodding her head and just not trying to like talk because she's trying to focus, but she can't.
Okay, awesome. You see, everyone is sort of getting ready here. I think we are mostly good. Odo, Talion, do you guys have any input here? Like, should we take this slow or should we fucking get in there?
We only have an hour left. Let's get this shit done.
Okay. Odo?
He said he'd be back in 45 seconds.
Oh, well, shit. All right, that is fine. That is totally fine. Very good. All right, as you guys stand in front of these gates here, and I mean, what better time, right? We see Varen walk up and like look back and give you that Aragorn like for Frodo look, right? And he gives a nod and he turns and goes to charging at the gate, right? All the paladins like, yeah, charge on in after him here as you all charge on after him here. The devils at the gates look stunned and shocked as they begin to leap into action here, realizing like, intruders. The gate begins to open slightly as a first like contingent of them, a force of these devils runs on out to sort of like, intercept you guys while they're trying to keep the gate closed. As long as you guys, you watch as Gron, boom, blasts into one of them, sending them flying off of this bridge down into the lava. Varen rushes past him, swooshes a space with his echo, and both of them catch the gate. And the two of them begin to lift this gigantic multi-ton gate together. Incredible. As the rest of you guys see these devils turn towards them like, stop them! As you guys, it's going to be your job to kill these devils as fast as you can before they're able to go mess with like Varen and Gron, who are like pushing the gate open, right? I'm going to move you guys to a map as you see a bunch of these devils sort of run on out, and then leaping from the gate, wings, red wings unfurl, landing there is a big motherfucker. He's 12 foot tall, big horns, red sort of scales and spikes emerging from his face as he holds his hand up into nothing, and appearing from the immaterial is an enchanted hellish pitchfork. This giant fork weapon, sort of big old stabbing fork. As he conjures it, he slams it into the ground, says, more souls for the harvest. Join us in the blood wars. That is where your place is. As this Hellfire commander begins to move forward towards you guys. Here's what's the right one? Excellent. I'm going to move you guys to a map. This is the situation we are looking at here. Also, Jess, let me switch your side there to the thing. Boom. That's where we are. That's where the devils are. That's where Varen and Gron are, right? And they're like, holding the gate up, lifting it here as you guys realize, like, okay, we just got to be dangerous enough so these guys can't ignore us, right? Okay, we've done our research. Devils, real good against magic, so they're pretty good against saving throws, but you guys have super high saving throws. Not really gonna take fire damage. This is the realm of fire. They're gonna be immune to fire, right? Poison, probably not gonna work against them. Unfortunately, they're devils. They're probably gonna be resistant to it. And then, like, depends what else. Some devils are, like, resistant to, like, cold and lightning. So most kinds of, like, elemental attacks probably won't work on them. So, that said, this is the opposition we see. These are the bearded devils that you guys have been killing on the way here. These, like, strange tentacles for a beard that move around. They're holding big old fucking glaives, infernal glaives in them. Next up, these are the chain devils. You see these horrible chains that wrap around them and such. As they move on in. These guys don't seem to have any weapons on them, but their chains sort of animate. They have like barbed hooks at the ends and such. And then finally, this commander with like a hellish, like a flaming fork, pitchfork weapon, is this guy who's just sort of like sauntering on in very confidently. Your soul is mine. He gives you the Mortal Kombat fucking, I need everyone here to roll initiative, and we're going to take that half-time break here as we jump into this combat. Welcome to hell. Incredible rolls, everyone. We have managed to get here. So, mechanically speaking, because you guys have 8 paladins left and 5 of the orcs all left here, This is the rule. If you had 15 of your NPC allies left, you guys would have advantage on all attacks and saving throws during. I'm not going to put 15 people on the map for us to like, it will slow down everything, right? But these guys are sort of like buffing you and helping you mechanically through the battle. If we had 15 of them, we would have advantage on all attacks and saving throws in any combat we are actually in. We do not. We lost 2 total. So we have 13 people total. With 10 surviving NPCs, you guys have advantage on all attack rolls and saving throws in first 3 rounds of combat. Right? So 3 rounds, we have advantage on everything, pretty much, right? Oh, sorry, on the saves, attacks, and skill check. So everything is advantage first 3 rounds. If we had 7 left, we would have advantage on everything for 1 round. And if we had less than 5 left, we would have disadvantage on attacks, saves, and checks for the first after the first 3 rounds of combat. AKA, this is the big tough guys you guys are fighting, and there's a bunch of like imps and little spine devils and stuff like that. They're like leaping onto them, and these paladins are like fighting them off while healing you guys, buffing you guys, that type of stuff. That's the sort of mental image here. That's the skill, like, you know, bonus they give you because you guys were able to like save a majority of them. So I'll remind you guys as we go, but every time you guys are actually on a map and we're rolling for initiative, first 3 rounds, you guys have advantage on everything. You are super strong, super resilient as the paladins are helping you. Okay, there we go. Let's see the initiatives. Vigilant Blessing, you give someone advantage. Who is he going to be?
It was me, but I rolled better the first time, so.
Brutal. Ayla, by the way, do you have advantage from something else for initiative? Your initiative roll is with advantage. Just so you know, your initiative roll is
that's for Roxy's thing that I get advantage. I don't know why it's in this one.
I think it might have been left from one time you decided to leave the Vigilant Blessing on yourself, and we just never removed the initiative advantage.
I never have it up. I don't have it on.
That's all right. That's all right. You roll the bigger one, the bigger number first anyway, so you're good.
Oh wait, where does it say I have advantage on this?
If you mouse over the number you roll.
No, I mean in the cog wheel. Where is that?
If you go to cog wheel, it should be a top middle section towards the bottom of it. It should say initiative style.
Oh yeah, I had that for Roxy, but not for me. Not for Ayla. Yeah. She doesn't have advantage.
You can disable that if you want to then. So yeah, okay, Alondra, not too lucky here. You're going back up to whichever you had.
15. Yeah.
The bad guys have 3 different groups of bad guys here. These are just sort of the infantry, the bearded devils. They go into 7. That's great for us. Chain devils. These are the brutes, the bruisers, the tough guys. 13. That's good. And then the commander here, the sub-commander beneath Gortrush, the pit fiend. We have this horned devil. His name too wild and impronounceable for us. He only gets a 10. That is all very good for us. The measurement of success in this fight is how fast you guys are able to kill all of them off. Because, like I said, it's not just them on the map here. There's other devils that are like harassing fucking Gron and Varen here. And if we are able to clear these guys out, the paladins are going to be able to take out the rest of these like minor fiends here, allowing Gron and Varen to like push the gate open, right? Allowing us to go into the fortress and deal with the pit fiend himself. Okay. Everyone, initiative looks like this. Talon, of course, going first. Odo quickly after. Alcina, Alondra, then the Chain Devil, then Ayla, and then the Horn Devil, and then the Bearded Devil. That said, we take a little break here. 5 minutes, everyone. Get some snacks and refreshments. I'm going to go grab a quick thing of food, and we continue right after.
Jay.
Don't chip your tooth.
Yeah, don't chip your tooth.
I'm going to walk like this, just like sideways slowly.
Whenever you get back, no rush, but could you fix my conjure minor elementals to be the 2024 version?
Oh, it's the old
Okay, everybody, we're getting ready for a fight in the hell against this lieutenant of the Pit Fiend. Should be interesting. A Man Streams, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. Chicken Burrito, if you can hear me, I see you're streaming. I am lurking. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday. One day, Zero. One day you'll get that sword pulled. I know you haven't even gotten the drag one. We had chicken Alfredo.
But the final piece
How about you?
of the event unlocked for almost had
Ooh,
it
that
in
sounds
one. I got
great.
a 9 in 1.
I
I
want
think
it.
I told you guys.
Give
I
me.
said it in the
One day that'll be pulled.
Pieces on the board, but
tyrants of the Red Throne in the darkness of Doomeran. What's a bunch of devils gonna do to us? This one does have a caveat of, like, if we do die here, our souls are damned forever. No such thing as resurrection can reach us out here in the middle of the hells.
No
Bad
pressure.
times. No pressure, no pressure. But these are incredibly powerful devils, every single one of them. I'm not sweating. You guys are sweating. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Do we have everyone back? I think I heard most of you guys. I don't know if I heard Will.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. Okay. Jen? No, yeah.
Have I heard Jen?
Oh, did you?
Maybe
Jen, you
not.
there?
I guess not.
Not.
I'm here.
Not quite.
I'm not Jen.
Not-
though.
Well, hey, I heard you. I definitely heard you before. That's why I figured it. I just didn't hear Will and Jen. I think I heard Rav. I think Rav.
Hello.
Hello. Yep, there he is.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so predictable.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, hello,
there we go.
welcome. Rav, the word is reliable. Okay.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
All right. Sorry. Jaffa cakes. I don't know why I've been loving them lately. All
I don't
right.
know- What is that?
Do you not know? Do you guys not have Jaffa cakes?
Never
They're
heard
a
of
very
it.
European thing. They're like little like chocolate with orange in the middle and like a little cookie thing at the
What?
bottom.
Oh, my boyfriend would love
I'm
them.
going to Google.
It has orange in it?
Yeah, like orange Jello thing inside of it. So
Whoa.
it's a very European thing. I forget. That's not really. These are like
Jaffa?
some of the. This is our Oreos, right? These are our Oreos. This is we have Oreos as well, but it's a
Oh, this is
very
wild.
European thing. Yeah, it's a very European thing. I forget it's not as big in the U.S.
What the cinnamon toast? Fuck.
I know, I'm looking it up. I'm trying to like wrap my head around it. Yeah.
My boyfriend would love those. He loves stuff with citrus in it.
The most American thing I've ever heard. What in the cinnamon toast? Yeah, those. It's very good. It's delicious. It's just enough sweet. But let us get back now. Let us jump back into where we paused. So, friends, everyone has rolled initiative. Please go ahead and move yourselves up to. Oh, let me give you your familiars. But go ahead and move yourselves up to your movement speed before combat begins. Of your choice, wherever you want to go.
I do not want Barnabas here for now. Oh,
No Barnabas. Okay, gotcha. I can get rid of him instantly. Fair enough. Odo, here's Kada.
What is Barnabas? Would Barnabas die down here?
No, he'll just get resummoned and such.
Oh, okay.
Just being
let me
cautious.
see, let me give you Takal as well. Talion, I imagine you want him around for this.
Nope.
Okay. There we go. Excellent. There we go. Everyone moving on in. These devils charging on out. Excellent. I think with that, we begin this combat. So, as the devils charge forward, running past them are Varen and Gron. They begin to hold the gate, lift it open as they rely on you to keep these creatures away. They spin and sort of realize, like, shit, they're past. Get them, kill them. They go to turn, and you guys go. Talion, you're first.
All right, I'll hit the big
You
guy.
feel your-
Yeah,
I was gonna say, your
cool.
mystical enchanted bow, your new magical bow, ready to act here.
I am going to aim my bow at the devil boss. And I'm going to say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." And so
Hell yes.
I will mark them as my sworn enemy.
Awesome. Would you mind telling us what that means and does?
Basically, they are my marked enemy, so I have advantage against them, and they take an additional 4d6 piercing damage.
Brutal.
If they hit. I do have disadvantage though on attack rolls with any other weapon, though.
Yes, you gotta use this weapon and you gotta kill this one particular devil. All right. Show me some attacks.
I'm going to use one of Odo's +1 arrows to add to this.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
I'm going to add advantage on the shot next to the elf bow.
Awesome.
And I'm going to hold off on using sharpshooter for now.
Okay.
29 to hit.
20 fucking 9. Jeez, that yes for sure hits. Let's go.
44 damage.
God.
Magical piercing damage.
He looks back and smiles, says, "Foolish mortal, no fancy words will save you." The arrow hits him in the chest as he, boom, goes flying back some 10 feet, landing on the ground as the arrow, like, crackles with energy within his chest as he pulls it out and breaks it. As we see this gaping wound in his chest. 42 damage.
We'll then move
Ow!
5, 10, 15, 20, bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide as he stands up looking around like, "Find him, get him." Go ahead and give me that bonus action hide. You have advantage.
Thank you, Paladins.
They're all like cheering you on, casting their spells, fighting other devils nearby and such.
Both
I mean, yeah, 26, you're fucking gone. The guy looks around like, "Where did he go? Find him!" roaring out, but they can't find you. Okay, Talion, let's go. Incredible. Odo. Oh, I double tapped it, but Odo, it is now your turn.
Okay.
What a roll, man.
That was awesome. Odo's gonna run up his 25 feet. He'll throw a hand axe.
Hand axe, okay, let's go. 22 totally hits. Very good. That is 8 points. Actually, no dueling, right? Because he's throwing 6 points of damage. This is not magical, right?
Correct. Just something.
It does seem to do half damage. Does a little bit here, okay? As it hits the creature. You do have a mastery over this weapon. It is a Vex mastery, meaning you get advantage on your next attack against this creature.
Sweet.
Excellent.
I'll have
That's your one
Kata.
attack.
Oh, that's right.
We have one more.
Yeah, throws.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, absolutely. 22 here for 3 damage, reduced down to 1, unfortunately,
That's
but it's
something.
still damage.
I'll have
Bam,
Kata,
bam, 2 axes hit him.
Kata fly over here, dash, give them a hand if they need it.
Excellent. Kata flies over and she's trying to be inspiring and helping. Can't help pushing this thing up. These two dudes fucking jab veins emerging like the neck and body of Gron as he's like pushing off of his shoulder. As Varen's like pushing from underneath here as well as the two of them are focusing.
If there's a problem, like immediately she can let me know telepathically.
Understood. Yes, good. Have a connection over there. They can communicate with you now. Odo, I think that is going to be your turn.
Yep. He'll make himself the biggest target for that big thing. He wants to fight it.
He looks at you and says, "Puny, pathetic. You think yourself a challenge."
Puny? Wait until I'm standing on top of your corpse.
As he groans.
And he'll say it in abyssal.
He gets pissed off. These creatures hear abyssal and immediately begin to get angry. All right, Alcina, it is now your turn.
Okie dokie. She's gonna move her 30 in to get to here. She's gonna pull out her swords.
Excellent. Swords come down. So do you have a hand right now?
So the omen flies up out of the top of the staff and like floats around her, and then she pulls the hourglass out of the staff and activates the sand blade rapier.
Ooh, okay. Let me show your friends here what we're working with, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, our friend is here as a collector of all kinds of items, but she keeps the finest ones for themselves. For example, her rapier here called the Time Piercer allows her to basically, it is a very powerful magical weapon, but also allows her to cast once per day haste or slow spells. And you're casting haste with it right now?
No.
No, you're just bringing it out. You're just bringing it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pulling
Gotcha.
it out, yep.
Bonus action to no, not even you could have had it like ready to go. No need for bonus action to activate it here. And then the other one is your new weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did I fucking? How did it disappeared? Hold on, where did I put that? We had a whole handout here in the game. Aha, there it is. Right. So the default art. If you don't mind finding me some art for it, I have the default art.
So I actually put the art of it in the art Wildemount of what Omen looks like.
Excellent. Here is what it does here, and you can totally edit this handout because you are able to, and add the art for it as well if you want to. Omen is a strange red weapon, and it looks a little something like this. So this is the axe version of it below and such, but it does a lot of extra psychic damage on hit. Okay, you got your 2 weapons. What now?
Well, now we attack the devil.
Now we attack. The giant devil groans and roars at you. Let's see what you got.
And just to verify, we have advantage from.
You have advantage for 3 rounds of combat from these paladins because you guys saved enough of them, so they're able to fight and also cast some buffing spells on you guys. All right, 24 hits. Omen hit here, very good. And Omen is mechanically a what?
It is mechanically it's a longsword, but she's got the dual wielder feat, so she's just one hand.
No, I know that, but the mastery of a longsword is
Vex.
Sap. No, Vex is for short swords. That's the one. Long swords have a thing called Sap that says enemy has disadvantage on their next attack.
I thought that was the rapier.
It is rapier as well. Rapier is Vex, longsword is, but mechanically speaking, it can totally just be a rapier if you wanted to, right? It does the same thing, it's just piercing instead of slashing damage is the only difference, if that matters to you in any way. If you want that mastery, right? That's the only difference.
Not really.
Okay, so it can be Sap then, we'll say. This guy
I mean the damage type doesn't matter to me.
Oh, that doesn't. Okay, so it is basically a rapier, aka he has the Vex property. Okay, advantage, not that you need it right now, but for the future, it'll be super useful. First hit, that is 17 points of damage as you carve at the sort of body of this devil. Awesome.
Second swing.
Keep it up. 27 hits. That is 20 points of damage to this guy. Oh my god. Carving into him. Slash.
Gonna activate a psychic spin a side die, and I'm gonna activate burst of speed. I'm gonna hit him again.
Burst of speed here for 1 more. Spending some psychic dice. Using it up. Let's go. You hit him again. The psychic damage is destroying him here. 21 points of damage. He's close to bloodied already from this barrage of attacks.
For the bonus action, Time Piercer.
16 will miss, unfortunately, against this guy. You slash, quickly go for the quick stab, and he manages to catch the sand blade. Says, not so fast. Yeah, 16 misses, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, you got them backwards, by the way. You have Sap on this rapier, and then you have on the longsword is Vex.
Well, because I remember when we were fiddling with masteries, we had picked what did what, because even though
it's fine anyway. You're a high level fighter. You can have any of them anyway, so it's totally fine. Okay, yeah, there we go. Boom. 3 quick attacks here. 3 landing for brutal damage here. Very good. You got his attention as well here. You and Odo. Okay, Alcina, incredible. Unless you're gonna be doing some action surging. I think that's gonna be you.
Do we need him dead that quickly?
Your call.
You're fine. Just save it.
Yeah.
All right. That said, Alondra, we now go to you.
So
you see the battlefield. There's a bunch of chain devils approaching. There is bearded devils in the back, and this horned devil commander in the front.
Yeah, I think the smart move is just to set up here. So I will bonus action Blade Song.
Mm-hmm.
So activate Blade Song, hooray! And
awesome.
then I will action cast conjure minor elementals at level 5.
Ooh, okay. You have this spell for 1 hour. It says casting time 1 minute, but that's the old spell. It should be one action
right.
instead. That's the one thing I didn't change. I apologize. And yeah, that's a little different. It's now a 15-foot radius spell around you. And it is difficult terrain for anyone just sort of walking around you. But also, let's see here. Yes, whenever you hit, you will be doing extra damage, and a ton of extra damage. So this is a 5th level, so that's 4d8 damage on a singular strike. Devastating. All right, we have some guardian spirits around us there. That is your action. What? Well, bonus action. You
bonus
can move,
action. Yeah, so I want to move. Yeah, I want to move like here. Yeah. I think that's
looks good. Excellent. Looks good. Alondra, I think that's your whole turn. Setup round.
Setup round.
Okay, there we go. Next up, we go to the Chain Devils. These guys roar and immediately move on into combat here. Alondra, seeing that you guys are a threat, this guy's going to go like this. This guy's going to go like that. And as they move behind you guys, these creatures begin to unleash infernal chains. They are both going to do multiple things here. So first of all, they try to restrain you guys so their boss can really mess you up. So first of all, Alcina and Alondra, 2 of you guys get 2 attacks each against you. Alcina will go against you first here, or Kara, I should say. 18, which I think just misses you.
Yes.
Next one, 26. Kara, you feel these infernal chains wrap around your sort of arms and body here as you take 9 points of slashing.
If... Let's see. We're gonna do...
What you got?
Telekinetic reprisal. On my screen, he locked up. And
just like
strength roll. Same here. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
19. Brutal. He succeeds. Unfortunately, brilliant plan here. Would have just flown off into lava dead instantly, right? However, he's able to save, meaning he takes half damage, so 4 points of damage here. Clever gamble, but unfortunately he makes it. All right, that said, Kara, he's going to hit you that second time. You take 9 points of damage, and you become grappled and restrained. These chains wrap around you, and now you're having a hard time moving, and the boss is going to, the mini-boss here, is going to abuse that and try to go for some easy advantage attacks on you. Alondra, you get the same treatment here. They are going to make these chain attacks against you. 1 time is a 17, 2 times is a 10. Both times is missing.
Close.
Yeah. After that, both of them are going to try and restrain the rest of the party. After making the 2 attacks, they can do something called Conjure Infernal Chain. With a 60-foot radius. One is going to target Odo, and one is going to target Ayla. Odo and Ayla, can I have a DC 15 dex saves from both of you guys? And if you fail, you will take fire damage and be restrained by these chains.
Is this an ability or a spell?
This is a spell-like ability. I would definitely call this a magical spell-like ability, yeah?
Okay. Sorry, what'd you need?
Oof. Ayla, you have disadvantage, but the first 3 rounds you have advantage as well from the paladins, so it's a normal roll for you instead.
Okay.
So Ayla, it's a 17 for you. Yes, 17 is good. And then dex save, Odo.
Dex save. Okay. Sorry, let's look at some. Okay, dex save. There you are.
Ooh, 13 is not quite enough here. You have Shieldmaster.
Yeah,
oh, inspiration. Okay.
I've already used my inspiration.
Oh, you used it. That's right. That's right.
That's not an ability check, correct?
This is. Sorry, what? No, this is a saving throw.
Okay. No, I'm good. That's it.
Okay, that said, Ayla, you are able to avoid these. If you're able to avoid these, you take nothing. Nothing happens. The chains start to grab you, you move out of the way. You yourself, Odo, however, you take 9 points of fire damage from these chains wrapping up around you. If you are large or smaller, which you are, he gets to pull you towards him up to 30 feet. He's going to pull you up right over there. Okay, Odo, you are restrained here as well until the end of his next turn. So 1 turn, you are restrained. These guys are like the disablers. They do all kinds of negative effects on you guys. That is them. Ayla, your turn before we go to the rest of the bad guys.
Yeah, I want to cast Fairy Fire here.
Brilliant placement. All right, excellent. Here are dex saves, I want to say.
Yeah.
Dex save DC, I don't believe it's 16, right? It should be...
Well, is it my dex or is it just my spell save?
It's your spell save.
Because my thing says here Wisdom 19.
Yeah, it's what it should be,
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the dex saves. We'll go down the line here. 19 just succeeds, 5 fails, 7 fails, last one, 12. The top one succeeds. Everyone else is covered in sparkles.
Glitter,
glowy sparkles, glitter and sparkles and lights. Okay, we have advantage all the time on these guys, no matter how long this battle takes. Ayla, nicely done. You are concentrating on this effect now. Boom, there we go.
And
anything in the bonus?
No, because my Twilight Sanctuary is action. So
it is.
Knowing how close, I'm gonna move back a little bit because I can't keep making those saves. So I'm just gonna move back a little bit, and if they need heals, I can always move up, and that's my turn.
Understood. Nicely done, Ayla. Next up, we do go to the Horned Devil. This big scary dude, he's going to move like this to get into range with... Actually, no, not like... He's just going to fly slightly up and then over, staying in range of Alcina, but Alondra, he does leave your range.
I am for sure going to take an attack of opportunity, yeah.
I'd like to see you try.
Do I have to... Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. 27?
27 totally fucking hits. So that is... What kind of damage are you using here? I'm going to be honest with you. He's likely to be resistant to the elemental spell.
How about acid?
They seem to be resistant as well.
Really?
Actually, no. Sorry. Yeah. The acid totally works. Acid is always the one that no one's ever, like, resistant to. Because why would you?
Well, that's why I
picked experience
it, so.
acid. Excellent. That is going to be very good. That is 35 points of damage. Incredible. He's now bloodied as you stab into him as he flies over to the other side. Okay. Alondra, that is your reaction as he lands here, and he's going to try and use this chance he has, while Alcina and Odo are both restrained. The 2 people he doesn't like. Okay. First, he's going to grit his teeth, and you watch his barbed tail slashes away at Alcina here. Alcina, he's going to target you with his Infernal Tail ability. Alcina, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You have disadvantage because you're restrained right now. If you fail, you take some necrotic damage, and you cannot receive any healing, as well as you take damage at the start of each of your turns. As he places an infernal wound on you.
Dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving with disadvantage, but you also have advantage from the paladins. So normal roll. 17's kind of big, though.
It is, yes. Checking one thing. Okay. And we are going to use the psi-powered physique and add a d8.
Does the psi-powered physique let you add to saves or checks? I don't remember.
Where is it? when you make an ability or skill check, which uses a strength or dexterity.
This is a
or
saving
constitution.
throw. Yeah, this is a saving throw. Wouldn't apply to this, unfortunately. All right. That said, close, but Kara here takes 9 points of necrotic damage. And you have this wound on you now. This horrible wound that begins to burn and sear into you. You're going to be taking a little bit of damage every single turn, but the scary thing is you cannot regain hit points right now, which can get really nasty. All right. This strange necrotic poison is now within you. That is the first thing he does. Next, he's going to use his searing fork twice. Once this flaming fork is going to stab Odo. Odo, this is advantage against you because you're restrained. Odo, that's a 16. That will miss you.
I'm all tied up and everything.
Even with advantage, Alcina, you get a natural 20 here. Alcina, that is going to be a ton of fucking damage.
That would be his first attack against me.
Not against you. It's against anyone. It's
I
against
thought it was...
anyone. Let me check Sap. That's a good thing to mention here. Sap. Item weapon mastery. Sap. If you hit a creature with this weapon, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of its next turn. So it's just sort of like a tanking ability, just disables them rather than makes it hard for them to hit you, which would have been used on his attack against Odo here, which means... brutal. Alcina, you take 44 points of damage from this one brutal stab into that infernal wound that you already have. This guy's bloodied, but he's putting in some dangerous amounts of damage into us here. Ayla, you see your friend super wounded. You need to heal them, but you can't. Something about them, some curse they have on them or something is preventing any healing from reaching them.
Look to Odo, and for a moment, the accent breaks. Would you get away from me? You're using up my stuff! Move!
Excellent. That is the Horn Devil. Next up, we have the Bearded Devils here. They are all going to run. So first of all, these two are just going to take a dash action to move like this. The third one moves here and is able to attack Alondra. The last one takes a dash action and is running for the back line. The one that wasn't targeted by Ayla's spell, wasn't successfully targeted by her spell, is going to run past you guys. Odo, if you have a reaction, you can stab this guy as he passes through. Alondra, you have used your reaction already.
Yes. But the question is, do I have a rapier or do I have a whip?
That said,
No,
go ahead.
you got rid of your whip. You say you put it in your bag.
Yeah, you put the whip in your bag, and you were given a +1 rapier by.
Yes, excellent.
Alcina here. 17 totally hits this guy. Very good. That is going to be 16 points of damage. My God. He is not bloody, but actually kind of close. The only one able to attack is this one over here, and this guy approaches you there, Alondra. This bearded devil is going to attack you twice with his beard. Alondra, here's a beard attack. Beard attack for 7. And then beard attack for 7. All right, not so much. Damn. Okay. Yeah, these guys would poison you. And the poison will also stop you from regaining hit points. Devilish tactics. All right, that's all of them. Talion, it is your turn. Your foe is right there. He is marked for death. He's bloodied with a powerful enough, mighty enough hit. He might go down. You do see one guy break formation and is making his way towards Ayla, however.
Taking out the big guy is my priority, so I'll take out the big guy first.
Big guy, let's go. Come on, show. Oh, so close to a natural. Incredible, that easily hits. You do have advantage, by the way, so do roll one more time just to see if it crits. You were stealth, and you have the paladins helping you. Yeah, 29, 32, I mean, is more than enough. Holy shit. 44 points of damage. He is still alive. On his last legs, but still alive. The arrow catches him to the back of the shoulder as he roars, as this energy sort of flares up in his back. He looks over his shoulder to see like where these deadly attacks are coming from.
Bonus action hide.
You're gone again, and give me that stealth roll with advantage.
I love it. I love it.
This is second of the 3 rounds we have with the Paladin's help. 29, you're gone. Jesus, so much damage. Odo, I think that's going to move us to you here.
Okay, Odo is restrained, right? So what's that do
Odo,
for attacks?
Restrain means disadvantage on your attacks, and attacks against you have advantage. You can use an action to break out of this, but, you know, that'll be your whole turn, pretty much. Otherwise, the chains will go away at the end of that guy's next turn, which is coming up.
But I do have advantage on attacks.
You do have advantage,
so it'd be
yes.
a natural roll, correct?
It would be a normal roll, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to attack the big guy.
Big guy,
Who cares
come on,
how I'm
he's only
wrapped
last turn. Hell yeah. Odo, as you do, however, 20 is good and might hit here. However, something else has happened. The guy that is holding you in the chains is going to use a reaction. He looks, his red eyes glowing, and as he gazes into your soul, he's going to use his unnerving gaze ability. I need you to make a wisdom save against fear, or become frightened as he conjures horrible images of hells into your mind, trying to frighten you. You, I believe, have advantage as a halfling. Yes, you do. Let's go. Wisdom save DC 15 with advantage. Ooh, unfortunate.
Not cool.
12. You just got the proficiency as well. You just rolled 2 very low rolls here. Okay, 12 is going to be a fail. Odo, you are frightened of the guy that is holding you right next to you here, but still, that doesn't mean anything. Your attack is still a 20. 13 points of damage. Odo, you stab the horned devil through the throat. He falls to his knees as... how do you kill him here?
As Odo's busy trying to untangle himself from the chain, he just spins around, runs around the guy's larger leg, trips him up, knocks him down, and stabs him through the chest with his rapier, then looks back at the chain devil who got Scott wrapped up. Because now he's going to stab him.
Hell yes. Okay, still disadvantage, still frightened, still advantage because help, so normal rolls again.
Oh wait, if I'm frightened of him, can I attack him?
You can attack him. Yeah,
right.
You can't attack someone you're charmed by, but frightened, yeah, you're very much so allowed.
Excellent.
Jesus. Yeah, 26 for 14 points of damage. He takes it not that injured yet. He's gonna take a few hits like that.
Okay.
All right, boom, stab to the side. Very good. He goes right through the chains. There we go. Alcina, you're in a bad way. At the start of your turn, we'll use the roll that was on that. At the start of your turn, you take 9 points of damage from your infernal wounds. The wound closes after 1 minute after a spell restores hit points to you, or you are targeted by someone who approaches you, basically makes a medicine check to remove it off of you. Okay.
So wait, I just want to understand. You're saying that she can be healed to remove it? Because I thought you said she cannot take hit points anymore.
No. Sorry. That's gonna happen here in a moment. I over-explained as these guys, the bearded devils, have that ability to stop you from healing. So if they hit her, she will be taking damage and won't be able to be healed.
Okay, I understand now.
I went ahead a little too far, but yes,
I just want to make sure because I go before them. So I just want to make sure.
Yes. Currently, she can totally heal. However, Alcina, you are being restrained right now by the guy underneath you here. You take 9 damage at the start of your turn, and then go ahead and have your...
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Yes, you can totally do so right now. All right, let's see. A D10 plus 9 for your level.
That's right.
Big 19. Big 19. Come on.
Second wind. 17.
Ooh, let's go. Incredible. 17 is huge. Okay, feeling much better. When you use second wind, you can also do the tactical shift where you would move, but you can't right now because you're restrained. Your movement is 0.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna use my action to do concussive blast.
Ooh, a concussive blast. Please explain what that is.
You create a wave of telekinetic energy around you. As an action, you can expend a roll of psychic energy die and force any creature within 15 feet of you to make a Constitution saving throw. If failed save, If the save fails, the creature takes force damage equal to a number you rolled plus your intelligence modifier, and is also stunned until the end of your next turn.
Incredible.
The one that has me wrapped up in chains.
That's the bottom one here. Okay, Constitution.
Yep.
Here's the roll. Natural
Fucking
20,
hell.
27.
Wow.
Brutal. Okay, you blast into this creature as hard as you can. Do they take half damage on a success or nothing? Yeah.
I think it's just nothing.
Okay, you attempt to sort of overwhelm their mind with kinetic force. Here, they're blasted back, but the chains remain on you as they look up, still holding strong. Wow, and a natural one on the second roll there.
You know what? Fuck this asshole. I'm gonna action surge.
Action surge, let's fucking go. Okay.
So
awesome.
this will be...
Paladins are still helping, advantage and disadvantage.
Ugh.
That's a natural one. That will miss. You stab 4. He grabs your arm with the chain and pulls the weapon back.
Second swing is 22.
That one fucking hits. Let's go. That is going to be 21 points of damage to this one. Not bloodied yet, but really close. As the first one, he pulls back, and the second one, you thrust as hard as you can, driving the blade into him as he grabs for his fed as all this psychic damage impacts him. Incredible. He is, looking rough, but so are you. And he is about to dig in. Okay. Alcina, I think that is your turn.
Yes. And then I'm going to use, because it does roll a natural 1, I'm going to use Indomitable against the sword.
Yes, exactly. Your sword, while very powerful, has one problematic aspect. Indomitable here, go ahead and re-roll.
I actually haven't even made the check yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a. Is there a check? I thought it was just a thing that happens immediately.
No, it's a charisma check, I think.
Let me find Omen. Omen here once again. We'll update the art.
Yeah.
But on a 1, I need you to roll a DC 20 charisma saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh god, man.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Is that bad, bro?
It's an extremely powerful. It does 2d6 extra damage on every single hit, which for someone like her who can make so many attacks is incredibly powerful. But the trade-off is so unlikely.
So I just want you to understand, Jess, the fact that you take these weapons that have this kind of shit in it is fucking mind-boggling. Because I would never be like, you want to roll this? Hell no, I don't.
It's so much damage. She already did like extra 30 damage.
Hey, sometimes
you guys are so good.
Sometimes the benefits outweigh the risks.
Yeah.
No.
So let's see it. Let's see here. A DC 20 charisma saving throw, please.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Even in a natural 20, it's still a 19 for me.
I will allow natural 20 to work here, but like that's the only way, right? Otherwise, you need your Indomitable here. Keep in mind, level 1 exertion is disadvantage on ability checks, so like stealth, perception, that type of stuff, right? So it's not as bad, but it's the beginning of being bad.
Oh my
It was
god,
close.
that's pretty close.
17. Okay, are you gonna Indomitable this or take the level of exhaustion?
Yeah, I'll Indomitable it, because I also don't want the onset of Ruidian Corruption.
Do we have advantage on our saving throws?
You do actually. You do have advantage because of the paladins here. So one more chance for natural 20. 12. All right. Let's go for Indomitable reroll here. You can have advantage on this as well. Add your +9 fighter level.
With a +9, that is enough.
That is so fucking close. Incredible. 21, good enough. You are able to go over the limit here as you feel, you impact, and all of a sudden there is a tremor within the blades. You feel this flash of energy within your mind. Your vision is fully blurred. You see the dark sky above a red singular orb staring down at you, shaking, getting closer to you. Your mind begins to succumb to it as you're able to fight it off through sheer force of will here.
I'm sorry. I think it's just hilarious that you take this having a -1 charisma. Like, I'm gonna make this 20 fucking charisma save. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Once again, it only happens on natural ones, right? It's just
I know, but if she had like some kind of plus, I'd be like, hey, you know, a -1?
I
Well,
love it.
look,
I absolutely
I
love
will
it.
not be judged for seeking.
If it was like
power.
Yara, I'd be like, totally get it. I mean, like, she got crazy charisma. But like, you got -1.
But we do have
that's fine.
Indomitable.
Hey, and it worked out. Look at that. It worked out.
Yeah, it worked.
It's all right. It worked. So, okay, there we go. That's your boom boom 2 attacks here. Try to push him. Doesn't quite work. Getting the bad rolls out of the way. Getting the bad rolls out of the way here. I think that's going to be your turn. As you see, these guys with their poisonous beards are about to, like, sap any possible healing from you. That might be a serious problem. I think that's your turn. You're still restrained.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alondra, your girlfriend's in trouble here, but you got guys flanking you on each side.
Exactly. I got to take care of these guys.
I mean, you're standing on a bridge. There's a moat of hell lava, like 60 feet below. If you're able to just push them somehow, that's a problem solved, right? They're not coming back. But how would you, a meager wizard, do that?
A meager wizard that maybe has Thunderwave prepared.
I don't know that. How would I know that?
It's not like I was measuring for it earlier, but then people got in the way. Yeah, it's only 10 feet though, so I would only get one of them off the bridge, I think.
10 foot. It's a 10-foot push, right? If you do it like this guy will end up at the ledge here. This guy, he'll be like, he'll fly over the ledge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, I think it's just more. I think I have a better chance to just kill people with this insane damage. So,
Alondra, at the start of your turn, this guy down here that is attacking Alcina, the Chain Devil, will do that same reaction that he did to Odo before. Well, this is the other one doing it. The Unnerving Gaze! I need you to make a DC 15 Wisdom save, or you are struck with fear of the hells as images of hellish creatures appear in your mind.
Wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom saving throw. Yes, 15 you're looking for, you have advantage.
Oh,
all right, there we go. Because of the paladins, this is second round here. Still, 17 is good enough. You are not frightened of this guy. You see a hellish landscape, creatures gnawing at other things' bones, disgusting visages of war. But you are not frightened.
Wait, don't these paladins have like a charisma aura thing going on? Like,
no, they're not. They're not that kind of paladins. They are paladins. They're like holy knights, basically, right? They're here. They do not have all mechanical.
Aren't that good? It turns out.
They are not mechanically player paladins.
I will mention something, Jay. That I just remembered.
Yes.
Will this guy have gotten so far since it's rough terrain going through my
Oh yeah. So he would have gotten the dash. It's a difficult terrain to go through it. So yeah, even with a dash, I think he would have gotten to the very end of it by the end of his dash, but no further.
Okay.
And these guys all would have just had to dash anyway to get to. They were like 5 feet away normally, so they would have made it.
Yeah, I figured as much. I just it's a difficult terrain, so
right. New spell. We gotta get used to it. Thank you for
remembering. Exactly.
Okay.
I know. I'm still thinking of it too. Okay, I think I'm going to try to attack this Chain Devil with a green flame blade.
A green flame blade. Very good.
And then have the green flame go to the one below me.
Awesome.
So I'm just going
I will tell you this because Alondra is a genius, but we are human people playing this game. These guys will not take fire damage.
Zero fire damage.
This is realm. This is the fire part of hell, right? Everyone's fully immune to fire. Nobody cares about fire.
Then how about would Alondra know thunder damage?
Yeah. I mean, acid works fine. Thunder's likely to.
Okay, then I will.
Is Alondra proficient in religion?
Yes, very much so.
Yes, thunder will work fine.
Okay. So she'll booming blade the guy up top then.
Boom! Let's go.
So
you have advantage.
I'm going to just do a regular roll with the conjure minor elementals, and we'll add booming blade. Yeah, exactly.
It's an extra D8 basically. So yeah.
I should just make modifiers and just click them on and off.
Yeah, it makes it a little simpler, but whatever.
Here we go. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Hits. 16 is gonna hit.
Really?
These guys just wrapped up in chains. Once again, you have a +10 bonus. Incredible here. That is going to be 26 points of damage to him. Thunder damage here. A little bit of acid, I imagine, on the thing as well.
Yeah, let's do acid. Then booming blade.
6 damage to him, and then booming blade add a D8, please. And then he's now boomed, which means that if he goes to move on his turn, he'll take extra thunder damage. Extra 2 points of damage. He's bloodied from that one massive strike there. Awesome. There we go. Second attack. Yeah?
I know. I'm trying to think now. Is it worth trying to kill the guy? I think so, rather than taking out the little small fry. Would I
restraining Odo?
What's my vibe with poison on these guys?
With your knowledge of devils, you're certain they are resistant to it.
Okay. Well, because I haven't used my bonus action, I'll bonus action apply my poisoner's basic poison to it, and
excellent.
See what happens.
Let's
here we go. Second attack.
With advantage. Let's go.
29.
My God, what the fuck? That hits. Yes, absolutely. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Where's my poison damage? Oh, there.
It's in there. It says it's
Yeah,
3d8, right?
It's 3d8, yep.
Ooh, DC 14, I believe, save.
DC 14 save, yes.
This is the same guy that you just stabbed.
Correct.
Okay, here's your con save. 22. They're good at
22.
con. Okay, he will take half, I believe. Your poison damage was... let's see. Poisonous kit, 1 minute ammunition takes. It's supposed to be 2d8 poison, by the way. It says at the bottom.
So, but I have the dude, the blessing from Zahir.
Yeah, that's right. It does extra d8. Yes. Extra d8 points of poison.
The synergy, Jay. The synergy.
The build. I didn't see it. Okay, perfect. That is going to be half of what was the poison on there? 5, 6, 7, 11, 18. So 9 poison damage less. That is 40. Jesus, 42 minus 8. Oh, my brain. 34 points of damage. Kills him exactly. He had 34 left. Boom, stab, gone. Chains fall into a pile on the ground.
Was that the one that had me?
That's the one that was holding you. Odo, you are no longer restrained.
Yes.
Let's go. Teamwork. Okay, Alondra, bam, bam. 2 quick stabs here. Elemental energy wraps around your blade as the silken spike drives right through the sort of head of the creature. The eyes disappear, and the chains just sort of fall down as if there was never a person inside of the chains.
Yeah, I also, we haven't described what the, elementals look like. I feel like I want them to be, all, little, dancing fairies, little
multicolored fairies flying around.
Yeah, exactly.
Changing your weapon every time,
exactly,
and jumping up to attack with you. Awesome.
Yeah, they're all just it's like a little K-pop group with all the different girls of the different colors and elements.
Do they have heavy metal apparel right now when we're in hell, or are they still K-pop?
They're always K-pop.
Okay, they're always K-pop. Gotcha. Just dancing around.
They're my backup. They're my backup.
They're playing your theme song right now. Your theme song is playing in the middle of this fight. Incredible. Alondra, 2 quick stabs. One's gone instantly. I think that's your turn.
Kara, I'm on my way. I don't know.
Okay, Chain Devil time. This is only one left here. Kara / Alcina, he's holding you here. First of all, he's going to look on over to Ayla, and he calls out to this other devil, get that one! And he's going to, Ayla, again, target you with those Conjure Infernal Chains. He's going to try and hold you down so the other devil can run up and beat the shit out of you. Ayla, I need a DC 15 Dex save, or those fiery chains wrap around you. As he sort of throws his arms out and one of these chains extends and catches fire. Ooh, 11 is not going to work. Ayla, you take
advantage though, right?
Is this the third round, or is this
this is we are currently in the second round still here. You have advantage, but you also have disadvantage, right? So that's an 11. That's a normal roll. So, Ayla, that's 10 points of damage to you. and you are restrained. He's then going to, because you are not large or larger creature, going to pull you 30 feet towards them right over here for this bearded devil to be able to close the distance next turn. As he drags you in. He gives you the scorpion. Get over here. All right, there we go. That is the chain devil. His first thing is secondary. He's going to lay into your friends here. He's going to move to where the boss previously was, and he's going to make 2 attacks. One's against Odo. No advantage in this one against Odo. Odo, here goes. That's a 10. In fact, it has disadvantage from Alcina's previous attack. And then
Wait, who hit me?
He was trying to hit you. The guy over here, he rolled a 10.
That's the one that restrained Ayla, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to use my reaction.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. That's
Actually,
per spell. You're good.
He doesn't need to move. He has 10-foot reach with his big old chain attacks. Okay, nothing?
No, it's gotta be a spell.
Okay. Kara, here is a chain attack against you. You're still restrained by this guy, so advantage here. Not that he needs it. That's a 23 for 13 points of damage to Kara. Scary, scary, scary. Okay. That is going to be his turn. And
I'm doing telekinetic reprisal again.
Oh, again? Let's go. That's a con save again, right?
Yes.
Come on, this is the
strength,
big one.
Strength save.
Strength save, I mean, it's a similar roll for, I'm going to check if it's any difference here. He rolls super high. Strength is -3 to that. So 18, which I think still succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes half of that damage here, but again, unfortunately not knocked off of the bridge here. Okay, I think he realized at this point, having tried it twice, he realized sort of what you're doing, and now he's going to move over here away from the ledge. Next up, Ayla, you go. You see these guys with their infernal magic that are going after you are going to try and reduce stop healing, any healing possible on your allies here. You yourself are restrained in fiery chains. What do you do?
I'm going to use Twilight Sanctuary.
Ooh, okay. Sanctuary comes out. A 30-foot aura of powerful Twilight abjuration comes out and protects you and your friends.
Yeah, and then I'm going
Massive.
to... Now, here's the thing. I want to know. I'm restrained, so I can't move, correct?
You cannot move. You have disadvantage on attacks, and attacks against you have advantage. You are still in the second round of combat, so you have, advantage on everything from the paladin, so normal rolls on everything, yeah?
Okay, so I'm going to quicken the spell.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to, because sorcery point says you can use as many as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to distance spell Cure Wounds, Kara.
Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Distance spell. That's 30 feet exactly, right? That's perfect.
Yeah, when he pulled me in, I was like, hey, thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah. You grab the chain.
I was planning on moving 30 feet, but okay.
That works. Excellent. What level did you say?
I see. Well, first off, I see how they're having problems with fighting the whispers or whatever they're doing. So that's why I put this, because it helps with frightened. They can remove it. And I see how hurt she is, so I'm gonna go level 3.
Okay, level 3 here. Let's go. So yeah, healing spells are much better now. That's gonna be 68 plus your spellcasting modifier. Oh, it did the thing again. You leveled up, so when you reset Cure Wounds to what it should be, go ahead and add an extra 3d8. It should be extra d8 per level of the spell now. I love what they did with healing. Healing needed a buff, and this is a great buff. Nice. That is 26, and the 9, that is going to be 35 points of healing to you, Alcina/Kara here. Big, massive 35 points of healing. Very good. All right.
Yeah,
Ayla,
that's my turn.
That's going to be you. At the end of your turn here, do you wish to try and give yourself temporary hit points? Or and a frightened condition on yourself as you feel that fear effect of those whispers of fiends that are sort of threatening you, telling you that you have doomed your friends.
Oh, she would remove that immediately. She doesn't care about the healing points.
There's no save, right? He just says we remove the fear condition.
Yeah, you choose
right?
the charmed or fear effect. Remove it.
Incredible. I was wondering if this will come up. Incredible. As you feel this energy expel from you, all of a sudden in your mind, you have forsaken them. They will die. Watch as they burn. All of a sudden, a beam of light comes from nowhere and covers you here, Ayla, in the center of your twilight. And you look up, and you see a full blue moon above you. You can almost see a visage of a woman, a distant, beautiful, elven-like figure, tall and imposing. As she's elegant, she is dangerous. And to you, she grants sanctuary. You see your goddess grant you this boon and blessing as the fear fades from your mind. That insecurity, that thought that everything is your fault, you are to blame, fades away. You realize those were never your thoughts. That's this place doing it.
I think she would smile and say, "Thank you, Moon Mother."
She gives you just like a sort of a wave of the hand as the visage disappears, as the Twilight Sanctuary fills the space protecting your friends. Let's fucking go. Ayla, no longer a disadvantage on everything. You are good. Keep in mind, however, the effect on you is currently like suspended, but if you again spend a bunch of time here, it might just like fucking get you again.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a fear effect. Everyone's afraid. Ayla, that's gonna be you. Everyone gets the stuff at the end of their turn. It's not your turn. Okay, the Horn Devil is destroyed. Fun little thing they added for devils now is this little thing called Diabolic Restoration, which says if they die outside of Hells, they can be reborn. You know how we always had that in D&D? It was always like known, but we never had it like mechanically. Now we have it like written in a little thing. That's nifty. His body begins to melt into strange primordial infernal goo on the floor. Bearded devils go next. First of all, this guy's gonna go to you over here, Ayla. Ayla, he's gonna try and knock this fairy fire spell that you have concentration on. He approaches and hits you with an infernal glaive. Gets a natural 1. This spell would make you, this nasty thing would make you bleed. Next up, he smacks you with a beard. That's a 16, which I think misses as well.
It does.
Woo! Let's go. Next up, Alondra, we're gonna go to you. Beard attack, 8, and then a glaive attack, 20.
My AC is 22.
Right? Yes, let's go.
And I have the cloak of displacement now too. So.
And they have disadvantage all the time. Gotcha. Alcina, you can make an attack of opportunity as this one is going to use half his movement in this aura to go over to Odo. Actually, you don't have it, right? Because you use the reprisal ability.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, Alcina, 2 attacks against you. They're going to try and stop your healing. That is a 18 with advantage, which misses, which is awesome. You're still restrained, so another natural 20. You take 8 points of damage, and you become poisoned. While you are poisoned, you cannot regain hit points. Alcina's taking the brunt of this wrath, this hellish fury. Next up, Odo, the one that moved up to you, is going to do the same. He goes beard. First one was a 23. The second one is a 9.
The 23 would hit, except for I'm going to expend 2 charges on my Arcane Mirror to cast Shield.
Yes, incredible. Your Arcane Mirror shield, the new magical shield you received. Let me show it off, because this is new fun stuff. Yes, the Arcane Mirror here giving you the ability to just cast a shield spell. Awesome. There we go. What are you up to now? What's your AC?
With the shield, it'd be 25.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay, excellent. There we go. That is going to be his 2 attacks, and that's all gonna miss. Next up, Talion. Your foe is slain. Your oath to the bow is fulfilled. Oh, I love the little marker you chose for stealth, by the way. Will, you there? Might have stepped away. Well, if you're talking, we can't hear you, bud. I'll give him a little ping, but he might have stepped away. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. He might have stepped away. We'll have to pause his turn for a second here, and then we'll come back to him once he comes back. This is the beginning of a third and final round where we'll have bonuses from these paladins. So it is crucial we end this soon. So, Odo, your turn.
Yeah. Which one has Alcina?
The only chain devil guy left there. That guy. Yeah.
I doesn't he have Ayla now, or can he do multiple?
He can do 2.
Oh, you
He
do two.
can,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
he can do up to 2. Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh no! Sorry. He attacks twice, and as his third special attack, he throws like a fire chain at someone that is up to 60 feet away. So he has 10-foot reach with his like chains, but then makes like a special fire chain and grabs someone that's really far and pulls them closer. That's like a special attack he does.
What about the restrained?
She's restrained with these like special fire chains, but yeah, no, they can. I'll check, but I'm pretty certain he can hold. So this special fire infernal chain just lasts 1 turn, right? It just holds per people for 1 turn, and then it disappears.
Alcina is not restrained.
No, I am. I have
Alcina is restrained with actual physical attack that he's making. This is like a fire chain he threw that. So imagine it less so like him throwing this. It's more so like a fire chain animates around her and grabs her. Right?
Okay.
Like a magic range grapple he can do. But yes, Odo, take it away. There's a guy here. He's close to bloodied.
Yeah, if he can get the chain double down, that'll release Ayla, correct? And Alcina?
Hopefully, yes. Yes, exactly, both.
All right, he's going to attack that guy.
That guy. Oi, let's go with advantage 2. That's an incredible hit. 10 points of damage. Okay, close to bloodied still, but not dead. Not bloodied yet.
Second attack.
Second attack. Ooh, 14 will miss, unfortunately, against this guy. The rapier goes in. Oh, hello, welcome back. I thought you weren't here. I pinged you and I tried to like call for you, but you didn't respond. I don't know if you're. No, we went over. Iffy. All good, all good. We went to Odo just to do while you like came back, so we'll jump to you right after his here.
Sure.
All right, Odo, 1 stab, 1 miss.
Yeah, but I took the attack action, so I'm going to probably take tax opportunity. Odo's gonna move here.
Ooh, okay, yeah. The chain devil can't attack you. You're still in his range. He has a 10-foot reach with his chains, so you get to move away.
Shield bash this guy.
Right. Shield bash this guy.
Knock
okay,
him prone.
Here's the roll. He gets 23.
Try
I mean, you roll athletics against him. So see if you can beat that.
Do I still have advantage?
You do, but that's a 22. But
you
got a 23.
This is an ability check, correct?
Yes, it is an ability check.
Yeah, because it's coming.
Hell yes.
I need one sure Ayla doesn't get hit.
You need to get more than a 1 with your tactical mind. D10.
Can I get less than a 1?
Well, if you get a 1, it's a tie, and you have to roll again. That's what I'm saying, yeah? Okay, there we go. Boom! 5, he goes down. This guy approaches with his, like, infernal glaive towards Ayla. Says, "Time to die, cleric." As all of a sudden, Odo flying, bam, to the back of the knee as he falls, hits his head on the bridge here. He's prone. Incredible.
I'm trying, Ayla. All right. I'm trying.
Rav, just so you know, Shieldmaster got a small update as well. From now on, you no longer use a bonus action to knock people down. You just do it. It's just an extra thing that you do as a part of your action. Right? You attack someone and you instantly knock them down, or you try to, at least, right? And then you just keep taking your turn, but it does not consume your bonus action anymore. So it got a minor update. People didn't really use that feature too often. So yeah, it's a great little update. All right, there you go. So if you had a bonus action still, you could have done something. Yeah, I don't know if you do though. Okay, understood. That said, Odo, we now go to Alcina.
Will.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Talion, we're gonna jump on back to you real fast here. The oath bow has fulfilled its purpose. It has destroyed its foe. Time for the next one.
Yep. I marked the chain devil as my next
Chain
target.
devil. Excellent. You are stealth. You have advantage. You speak the words. You aim. Let's do it. If anyone can fucking destroy this man, yeah, 21 easily hits. 33 points of damage. He looks out like, feel the fear of the hells, and boom, arrow hits him to the side of the head. His head snaps to the side from the force of the impact as he goes to reach for it and then just falls into a pile of chains on the ground. Dead instantly. Assassinated. You guys look over and you see Talion there, bow in hand. Incredible. All right. Very good. Very good. All right.
And I'm actually going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stand in the middle. Let them see me.
This amazing, once again, to show it off here, the oath bow. Hell yes.
I've got one other thing I can do.
What you got?
I'm going to bonus action shadow knife.
What? What is this? A new skill for our ranger captain here. What is this new skill, pray tell?
So I'm aiming for the chain devil right here behind Odo.
Okay.
It's a ranged knife throw.
Okay. So is it a normal knife throw? Is this like a spell attack?
It's a spell.
It's a spell attack. Awesome. I was gonna say because daggers don't go that far, but yes, this is perfect.
But because I have my feet, range attacks.
Oh, that's right, sharpshooter. Yeah. You don't care about range as long as you keep attacking. Awesome. Okay, you still have advantage because the paladins. This is the last round. They're helping you guys. They're able to.
Okay, so I'm gonna shadow knife.
Shadow knife. -5 is a 14. And who is this against?
The beard devil.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
The one right in between. Oh no.
Aha, this here. With a -5 12 on a 12, that just hits. Incredible. Sharpshooter, let's go.
21 damage.
That is 20. So describe what does this look like? Is this like a shadowy, what like color is this energy? Like where does it come? Is this like a quick toss attack or what is this?
You see this curved, like this short curved blade in my hand, and I just hold it between my pointing finger and my thumb, and I just like toss it.
Hell yes.
And it just like turns in the air and just embeds right in the guy's head.
He screams as all of a sudden he sees strange visions in his mind and he falls to one knee. We see bleeding from the side of his sort of lip, his side of his ear as well. As he looks around, he sees you there, Talion, as well. Incredible. Talion absolutely taking these guys out. If you decide to move closer and your turn in Ayla's area, you might be able to get some temporary hit points.
I already used my bonus action. I can't move. I use my full movement. So
Right. Okay, that is going to be a turn. Now we go to Alcina here. Alcina, you are no longer restrained. The chains fall away. It's time to unleash your powers. You still have advantage on all attacks.
Cool. We're gonna go for this one here.
Fuck them up. Let's go. Yeah, that'll fucking hit. Jesus. Yeah. That is 16 points of damage. That's why we use this weapon, because that's the minimum amount. She got a 2 there. That's the minimum possible amount. Unlucky, but it puts things into perspective how much this weapon can do. Okay, there we go. 16 points. Awesome. Close to bloody
Second
not
hit.
yet. That hits 15 more points. Well into bloodied now.
We will spend another side eye. We will burst the speed for a third hit.
Let's go! There it is, the revenge, finally. Jesus, how much damage is this? 19 plus 9, 28 points there. You obliterate him, you destroy him. This guy rushes towards you, jumps to stab you with his glaive. You effortlessly knock his glaive to the side, slash up the side of his belly, causing his entrails to roll out, and then as he turns towards you to swing, how do you kill him?
It's as he like turns like towards her, like her hand comes up and like stops him, and he just gets launched up and backwards by that like red energy that she like uses, and like throws him back over the bridge into the lava. Just
splash down below as we see all kinds of horrifying monsters grab him and pull him under. He is fucking dead.
And
that's
then-
attack bonus.
we're gonna.
Oh no, that wasn't even a bonus, right? That was your psi
Yeah,
attack.
and then we're gonna step right here, so we're still in the thing, and we're gonna go this guy with the bonus.
Gabonus, that is 11 more points of damage with the Time Piercer stab here. As you slash, knock him off, and then approach and stab this guy through the side of the ribs. He roars as we see sand emerge on the other side. Awesome. Hell yeah. I mean, he's not bloody yet. This is the first damage he took.
Yeah, but now he's
Incredible.
got a disadvantage on whoever he goes for first.
Yeah. Okay. Alcina, you still cannot be healed at this point because you got hit by the beard attack. All right. Until the end of these guys' next turn. All right.
But she can take 10 HP though, right?
She can take 10 HP. That is not healing.
So I have a question. With the Twilight Sanctuary, it says my hold on, let me read this. 1d6 plus 2. What's the plus 2?
It's, I believe, your cleric level or proficiency bonus. One of the. Let me take a look. I'll find out.
Because if that's the case, it should be a lot higher than plus 2.
Yeah, it went up a bit. Cleric, and you are a Twilight Domain cleric, and that is a level 2 Channel Divinity feature that you have, and it's called Twilight Shroud. Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah, plus your cleric level, which I am now 4.
So it should have been 1d6 plus 4 for a bit here. Sorry, I should have reminded you of that.
I just realized that when I healed Odo, I was like, why does it say plus 2?
Plus 2. Yeah. Absolutely. Go ahead and Odo, add plus 2 to the temporary hit points that you got. And then Ayla, roll for Alcina here for her temporary. So 1d6 plus 4 up to a maximum of 10 now.
There we
9!
go.
Very good. Very, very good. Alcina, 9 temporary hit points as Twilight shrouds you and protects you. Okay. Kara / Alcina, I think that's going to be your turn for now. As we go to Alondra. Alondra, 2 opponents left. Or 3, sorry. One guy's prone all the way on the left, one guy in front of you, and one nearby. We are running out of paladins. The paladins are looking exhausted. They're starting to get tired. They're fighting off like imps this whole time. And spindly spine devils around. They're getting tired.
I don't think I could finish it, but I'll get close. I'll attack this guy. We'll just do a booming, booming blade, crazy combo kill. Here we go.
I like that your attacks are now straight up like DBZ, like 1 power up, 2 power up, 3 power up. Excellent. Let's go. You have advantage.
Well, since I got like actual weapon, I have to change like away from the Shadow Blade kind of deal.
Yeah.
So
we'll remember the Shadow Blade. Served us well. What? Holy shit! What?
I have the poison on. I have the poison on.
Did you intend to have poison still?
No,
what
not really.
Fuck? So. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, it's not as crazy. It's still crazy, but it's not as crazy.
15 less damage here. So 41 minus 15 is 26. 7 and 26. 32 points of damage to this guy. 32 points of damage kills them. He had just under. As you slash forward, the Silken Spike takes his head. All right. Bam, it is gone. Destroyed instantly.
Great. We're going to go over. This guy's prone?
That guy in front of Ayla is prone, yes.
Yeah,
you have advantage on everyone anyway.
Oh, right? I have advantage on anyone.
That
yeah.
guy's. Well, they're both injured, but neither bloodied. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just try to take this guy out, I guess.
Awesome. You're running over. Help Ayla.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see,
Here we
Ayla
go.
has got her groove back, right? She doesn't look like as horrified as she did before.
Launch will give her a smile as she's dancing with her backup dancers. As she, yeah, she comes over and stabs this guy on the ground. Let's go. 22.
22 totally hits. 24 points of damage. Doesn't kill him. So close, but it does
That's
not
so
die.
low for the D8.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Awesome. Elantra, I think that's going to be your turn, unless you have a bonus
That's
something.
turn. No.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I kind of intend. I doubt these guys take poison damage, though, right?
You are certain they will be resistant at least. Huh?
Okay, could I put poison on that last for my poisoner feat?
I'll allow it. Sure. Retroactive. Okay. We'll say here's the con save for him. DC's 14 million. He will take half of whatever you roll. He will take 7 resistance down to 3. Had 3 hit points remaining. He dies. All right.
Okay,
that said, you stab him. The poison drips down into him. It says, "A venom that came foam out of his mouth." He dies and gone instantly. There we go. Wow. Ridiculous.
I'm glad it mattered. Okay.
Yeah, it mattered. Let's go. Elantra, that is going to be your turn. You get 5 temporary hit points, which is the absolute minimum, unfortunately, there, but it's better than nothing. Yes. All right. As Ayla, your Twilight Shroud is healing and shielding all of your allies here, we go to you next. These guys have one guy left. He's one guy left. He does not look like he's going to give up. He is not trained. He doesn't know the meaning of the word surrender, right? He's looking around. He's a fucking one guy. He stands no chance against you guys. Not a thought inside of surrender. Okay.
Knowing what I know about these kind of creatures, right? Would I know that they're immune to like any kind of necrotic damage?
You don't think so? Necrotic is more so an undead thing. Devils take necrotic and radiant just fine. Huh?
All right, she's gonna point to it and say, "Put that in your ears."
It's just like hitting the side of his ear. Like, what is this? Well, it's not infernal, I guess. What is this celestial magic? He needs to make a wisdom save. 6. Incredible. Go ahead and roll me 2d12. Because he's injured. 9 points of damage. He's now bloodied, but he's not dead yet from that. As he goes, he starts vomiting glitter, just coming out of his mouth as he's looking around like, what is this? That is going to be very good. Excellent there. Ayla, you're no longer restrained, by the way. The chains are gone.
Yeah, she's gonna stay there because she wants to make sure everyone else gets temporary hit points.
Very good. You want to give yourself some temporary?
Yeah, I'll give myself now because
excellent. You have a bonus action as well if you wanted to do something. Keep in mind that Alcina still cannot be healed.
At all?
Until the end of this bearded guy's turn, who is after you. He goes next. The effect, the poison effect they do with their beards, poisons people and stops healing until the end of his next turn. And this happened last turn, so after your turn, the effect is going to go away, yeah?
Okay,
bonus anything.
Yeah, I mean, I could sanctuary her, but I feel like she has a lot of health and I could heal it after. And I don't think if it has to move, it will have to move out of Odo's range. So I won't use my spell because I healed her and she has a lot of health.
Yeah. She's doing Alcina / Kara is very tanky, very powerful, very resilient physically, right? That's still a ton of, that's more than your maximum hit points currently that she has, and she's close to half, right? So
I think just to make sure, she'll stand right here.
Okay, you approach further into the battle. You do walk past this guy who might attack you, unless you go around. You can go around if you want.
Yeah, I will go around him. I just don't want him to directly go toward her.
Sounds good. You give yourself some temporary hit points. The Bearded Devil will make 2 attacks. One against Odo. Odo, here's an Infernal Glaive attack. Odo, that's a 20, which I think misses you. No, actually, it just hits, right?
Yeah, that one hits. I'm not gonna shield it.
Ooh. Okay, you take 4 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, or you two will get an infernal wound that will just do damage to you at the start of each of your turns.
Of course, it's the one for Ironclad.
Ironclad, you reduce it by 1 point, so 3 points of damage to you. But I need a con save now. DC 12.
Okay.
This is against poison, I believe. Let me see.
I
No,
am
this is not poison.
Oh.
No, I thought it's necrotic. It's necrotic. Okay, that is 21. You succeed. You take none of this. You don't have to worry about this wound whatsoever. Then the beard attack is going to come in, and I think he's going to chase after you here. Alondra. Alondra, he takes a single step towards you and is going to make a beard attack. Alondra is an 8.
Okay.
That's going to miss.
Nope.
That is going to be the guy's turn. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna make fun of him.
What? Sorry, what was that?
So I'm gonna make fun of him.
Ah, gotcha. It's a free action. Talion, it is your turn now. The Oathbow keeps destroying your enemies. A powerful tool gifted to you by the Queen.
Odo is just gonna raise his shield, knowing that Talion's ready to aim. It's gonna cover his face with it, so he gets splattered.
Ooh, okay.
I mark the last beard double. I yell at Alondra, duck.
Duck. Alondra, you like duck. Of course, you look over, but when you look, it's kind of like the gift that Will has in there. It's like this magical, powerful energy gathers, or like a rocket is about to come through, right? As a blast forward incredibly fast. Look at that, awesome. Like firing a fucking lance. 16 does hit. Luckily, your bonus is incredible. My God, for 41 points of damage. You go duck. Alondra, you duck out of the way. The arrow hits this guy in the chest and fully carries him off. This impact carries him off to the side of the ship. He hits the railing and just sort of spins and just sort of ass over tea kettle flies off into the hell lava below. Splash. The battle ends. The paladins are able to destroy the rest. Incredible. The paladins are able to destroy the rest of these minor devilish minions. As you see Gron and Varen throw the gate up. Clicks into place. The passageway is open. Varen looks to you all, says, the time is now. The final battle awaits. Gortrush dies now. He looks at the telemancy stone. Looks over and says, like, you guys have like another half an hour or something. He puts it away and charges on.
Before they go, can I give everyone in here temp HP that don't have it?
Yes, everyone, go ahead here. You're gonna be like moving right into the next room here, where presumably this big bad guy is.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. We'll say that's 10 temporary hit points to everyone here in the party. Everyone go replace whatever temporary hit points you have with 10 total.
Alcina, you need healing, right?
I'm not feeling very good.
Alright, I'll heal her. I'll give her
I'll allow 1 round of healing before you guys emerge to wherever you go next.
Okay, I'll give her 1. I'll just use a level 1, just to give her a little bit more.
Additionally, if there's any preparations or anything, as you guys realize, like, once we walk through this hallway, there's one of the probably more powerful enemies that we've ever faced waiting for us. We have these powerful friends here, like Varen Thalos, the Tascan of Jorhas, Crindinus is with us, Gron is here to help. Like, we have a round to do whatever preparation we're going to do. After that round, we are going. We're going hardcore.
I'm going to just spend another second wind.
Another set. That's right. You have multiple second wins now. That's awesome.
So I'll take
there we go.
12.
Extra 12, and then Ayla, you did what level first?
I only did first because I
add a D8. Add a D8 because it should be more.
Oh, it's fucking it up again.
Yeah, it's doing it again. I gotta fix that again. So extra D8 there. That's 17 healing for you there, Alcina from Ayla.
And then I'm going to use the Psionic Rejuvenation.
Ooh, what is that?
When receiving healing, I can utilize the Psi Energy to bolster it by 1d8 plus int.
Awesome. That should top you off. Hopefully, let's see.
So it's 6 plus
your
4
3 or 4.
10. So I'm almost there. I'm one hit point
Let's
shy.
go. Let's go. Okay. The Varen looks back as we hear this roar in the distance. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Odo, knowing what's coming next, can't not do the best he can. He's gonna pull out the whip.
Yes. Hell yes. The whip comes out. Master, let them fall before us. As he continues to hiss. As you see, yes, you hear a roar of battle in the background. Varen turns to look. Gron turns to look. You see a horde of devils, like a secondary sort of backup here, coming to aid this pit fiend that is being assassinated, it seems. They assume it's some sort of infernal plot. People get assassinated in the hells all the fucking time. But there is like another large group of devils coming on in. You see... you guys have an option here, and Varen sort of looks around. So these paladins step forward and go like, "You go, we'll hold them off." And then you see Gron sort of like crack his neck, so like, "Fuck that, I got these guys. You go." You guys have an option here. You can leave either the paladins here to hold the enemies off. If you do, you won't have your 3 rounds of advantage when we go into the next combat. Or you can leave Gron behind. But the risk there is like, yeah, he won't be in the fight since we're doing and such. But the risk is like he is going to be fighting this devil army by himself. He doesn't have bad luck anymore, but he might die depending on how things go, depending on how long you guys take to finish the task, right? What do you guys think? Do we want to have one big orc protecting us, or should we have a group of paladins giving us like advantage first 3 rounds of combat?
I think knowing that how important Gron is to keeping the peace in the Moorlands, because we don't know what other
Agreed.
chieftain would be, I wouldn't want him to die.
I don't care about the advantage. Yeah, Gron's important.
Understood. Varen looks back, says, "No, Gron, we've come this far. Let us continue. The rest of you, may Luxon bless you. The light shines upon us this day." And they're like, ho, draw their blades, cast their bless spells, and like, charge across the bridge, across these devils. They start fighting them as we sprint on into this hallway. And as you guys sort of disappear further on in, you run through this long corridor. You walk for... not that long, but as you kind of enter on here, you hear this like booming voice echo from beyond this hallway, like the direction you're going to. You hear this deep kind of infernal speech that calls out, sort of echoing off the walls, coming towards you to where you're going, saying, "Hope, a crutch, a lie that mortals tell themselves. To us, nothing more than a delicious treat. You all have forsaken...
Who's that Pokemon?
You have elected to challenge Gortrush, the Despoiler. I am the Flames Frontier, here within the molten heart of Phlegethos, will be your end. As you guys continue to rush forward here, you hear this creature sort of monologue as you begin to emerge in a massive courtyard of sorts. You hear, as you sort of see this creature, as it says, "I who am blood of Asmodeus, a general, a servant, to Lolth herself. I who will be her leader of the Red Mist's wake.
Shit.
You have come to die." As you guys enter a horrifying courtyard. Infernal magic flares up all around you as strange lava drips down to a torturous central sort of almost like a fighting pit of sorts. You see odd, strange metallic pikes that rise up in a singular cage in the center of it. Something stirs within the cage painfully. Nearby, you see ruins of this entire place here, and standing opposite to you, you see a creature as it turns towards you. You guys see it for the first time here, standing at some 27 foot tall. You sort of look on you, heat, smoke, and vileness emanates from this sort of blood-red skin of this fiendish tyrant general. Horns crest his skull. Tusks frame his toothy maw, and spines grow out of his limbs. Wings, massive, drape its shoulders like a leathery cloak as they slowly outstretch to sort of magnify his already vast size. And its clawed hands grip in its grip a barbed, like a black steel mace. The top of it looks like two spiders back to back, holding up their legs, forming this kind of grip that holds this green flame that crackles in the middle. With each breath, steam and smoke issues from his nostrils. You see his yellow glowing eyes change to a sort of dull lolth red as they burn with equal measures of hatred and glee as you all approach. Varen looks to you all, says, "It is time to end this." Who do we have in the party that has passive perception of 15 or higher?
Valiant, 17.
Oh, no, that's 15.
Awesome. Odo 15, excellent. And of course, I think Ayla with her crazy bonus. The three of you, looking to the north of the chamber here, you see a small flash of purple and a small shape that emerges, just sort of peeking his head over the ledge. You see Pazuzu, the little fiend, who's this deal. Us going to hell, Varen having to make this deal to find Doomeran originally, the deal that he made. You see the devil in question sort of poke his head over, smile brightly, and then disappear from sight instantly. As it seems, yes, he's here to make sure that everything goes well. As he fades, Gortrush, boom! Boom! Massive steps. He slams this giant mace that it flares up with flame, this green ill flame, and then leaps into the air, some 60 feet into the air, coming down with his wings open. Varen leaps forward to sort of intercept this. Gron goes, "Let's fucking do this!" Runs on in, and the final battle begins. Two of them will meet him sort of in the combat here as he lands down with this meteoric strike. As friends, we will leave it here for tonight. Next time we pick up, we fight against the Gortrush the Despoiler, this creature that we were supposed to kill for Pazuzu here, or Varen, was, as you guys realize here, this guy, Servant of Lolth, right, was supposed to be the one to come through when we were in Doomeran, right? When those like portals were flaring, but because of Alondra fucking with the spell, we went to Feywild instead of the portal opening to the Hells and this guy coming through, right? So you didn't face him then, but now it is time. As you see him conjuring fireballs in his hands, holding this massive mace, this is truly the peak of infernal power. This creature embodies everything that represents hell. You see carved into his head, made of bones, all framed to look like spiders' legs facing up. He has a crown that he wears on his head. He comes down, throws the devil horns, fucking the infernal symbol, two fireballs go flying as combat is going to begin next session. Friends, this is what Gortrush looks like. This is the big devil we're fighting. Big scary dude. But for now,
take his crown.
Yeah, he's got a tiara. Excellent. As we're going to end the session here tonight. Thank you all so much for playing as always. Back to back D&D. Okay, I hope you guys are not rusty. We got a serious combat heading our way. This is one big guy standing alone in a room here, and I mean, this place just looks fucking awful, right? Looks like a sacrificial pit. We got lava underneath us here. We got like flowing evil lava over here. There's some sort of a strange magical book in a little sort of altar sitting over there. A broken like a dragon statue or something. There's a lot of details that I'll tell you guys about next time. And for those of you who might be,
did you describe the cage? There's just like
all you can see right now, because it's sort of in the middle of a room here. These walls, by the way, each are just like up to your waist. So it's like tall for you guys. You have to like vault over them, but he's a giant devil guy. He just steps over them, right? They're same level. The cage is being held by 5 chains, and you can see there is a churning flame inside, ever burning, torturing someone. There is someone inside that is like calling out in pain and suffering, right? But you can't see who it is because they're like wrapped in infernal flames right now. So we'll deal with that and more. Oh yes.
So I had a question. He cast Fireball?
No, but he's definitely gonna. AKA, this is me letting you know, like, this guy can do that and probably will at some point very soon.
Okay, noted.
As he's, like, holding... But just to clarify how dangerous this fellow is, when he goes to cast Fireball, he conjures 2 fireballs by default. If he throws fireballs, 2 are gonna come flying out. Right?
Perfect.
We'll deal with all of this next time. I'll explain the mechanics of this next time. Now, obviously, you guys are tough adventurers, but a pit fiend is an extremely powerful creature. It is unlikely that you guys can take him in a single... it's unlikely that you will be alive after a single round of attacks from this guy. He's vastly powerful, but that's all right. We have Varen here, right? He's also super powerful. I'll explain how everything will work for this fight next time. But I hope you guys are not rusty. This is a serious one. And once again, if any of us dies, like 0 hit points, goes through death saves, dead, right? If you die in hell, you die in real life. No, if you die in hell, you cannot be restored to life. If you die in hell, your soul is instantly whisked away into the infernal plane here. There is no divinity that can save you here. Unless, of course, some of you serve or pledge yourselves in that moment to some infernal power. So, that's it. Very excited for next session. Nicely done. Final battle here, and then we hopefully return to the ongoings of Xhorhas and the Wildemount as whole. GG's?
I'm gonna be honest, it's like nothing but like anxiety. I got this, and then we got our Sunday game with the shit that we're going with a fucking dragon and Archon. Like, dude,
so exciting!
Full anxiety.
A lot of combat. We've had some like downtime, a little bit of like conversations or role play, focusing on our characters' like advancement and sort of relationships. And now it's fully just awful, terrible, rough fights.
It's amazing. It's perfect.
I have full confidence in you guys. You guys have some awesome new spells to use here. I'm excited to see it. Just to clarify, Jess, I'm totally with the fucking the call to have this fucking semi-cursed magical axe that does so much fucking that does so much damage. I am all for it. I, as a DM, love the choice here. It's a brave choice. You know what the risk is, and you're just gonna make sure it doesn't happen, right? So,
yeah. Just like my friend Gray, just like my friend Gray, who put on the fucking hat. This hat that fucking, he was like, oh, it gives me +5 to whatever, and then it insta-killed them. And I was like, you see? This is why I tell you not to put the hat on.
This doesn't kill you, it just slowly tires you out, which is a great thing also, because Alcina, you can always be like, I'm a little tired, put it away, get one of my many other swords.
Well, it doesn't just do that. Because the levels of exhaustion are compounding, but it's the ruidium corruption on the side that if that hits 6, that will just kill you.
Done.
I mean, I can remove the exhaustion.
You can remove the exhaustion, but not the corruption.
With the cleanse I can. The cleanse I can.
It's a completely different beast. It is only removable by wish.
Yes, it's a very bad corruption effect that has, it's not something that Ayla would know, right? She's just like, oh, she's got this new weapon that just makes her powerful, but it's kind of dangerous. You wouldn't know that it's all kinds of fucked up. But very powerful.
Talia's definitely curious where she got it.
She
Where
probably
did she get it?
she's
She
been
made it.
she's been hounding Iridium for like
I was
don't know
gonna say
however.
maybe someone gave it some
I'm not gonna
footage
watch why
of
you did
it.
this.
Maybe someone we might or might not. Who knows how she got it? You know, maybe.
Plausible
It's a
deniability, okay?
They
Love
only
will
two
make you do
people
strange
know where
things.
it came from.
Yep. Anyway, super exciting stuff. Next time, bring your A game. Are we all good for next week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Super excited. Back-to-back games. We're going back to like regular schedule. I'm gonna give it my best. I got nothing planned, no big plans in the future, so I'm just here for D&D. As long as you guys are, we got some fun stories to tell. All right.
Great. I'll see you all on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, have a great day. Have a great week. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I will see you all next time.
Okay, bye.
Later, friends.
Later.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for hanging out and experiencing our Wildemount campaign. We just got into hell. We're gonna fight a pit fiend. I'm super excited to see how that goes. Oh, we're level 9. Yeah. Should be awesome. Awesome times. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're gonna go ahead and see our friend. I'll be on Sunday for the Dawn Guard campaign, and maybe tomorrow I'll try and get some Marvel Rivals in. We'll try. Work has been crazy, so who knows? All right, love y'all. Have a great night. Have a great Friday.